Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pascoe, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. Would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket.
Well, welcome to Guerrilla Cricket. It's Lucknow Super Giants against the Rajasthan Royals, being played, as I'm sure you know, at the Bharat Ratna Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Akana International Cricket Stadium, which Bears has said, well, we're just going to call it Lucknow, which is probably fair enough. Two teams on a bit of a bad run, a couple of defeats recently after 4 wins for the Royals. No Jos Buttler for them, of course, this year. And a run of defeats for the Lucknow Super Giants, who haven't been very super or giant at all. The toss was won by the home side. Not that home advantage counts for much. We'll chat about that in a minute. They haven't won at home for 7 straight games, have Lucknow. They're rubbish at home. But I will quickly give you the teams. Actually, before I do that, I shall make some introductions, because you heard a woof noise in the background. It was from, I'm delighted to say, the smiling Messi. He may be miles away, but his radiance beams via the power of the internet into the studio. Messers, how are you?
Thank you, Tony. I'm very well. Somebody asked me the other day, why do you smile so much? And I just says, there's much to be happy about. And the more you smile, the more there is to be happy about, I reckon.
Well, you must be living in a different world to the rest of us, mate, but I'm delighted to hear that. And next to me in the studio... oh, no, hang on a moment. No, she's not next to me in the studio. She's actually in India. What happened there? It's the giggling, Sanchi.
Yeah, a bit of delay in my plan actually.
A bit of
I
delay
wanted to
that
be
you
there.
only woke up this morning and realised had happened.
Yeah.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
Yeah, actually, I was expecting to be back in London, but yeah.
Well, obviously, we were
Just-
keeping a seat warm
yeah.
for you. Right. Okay.
Exactly.
The two teams. Home team: Ayush Badoni, Mitchell Marsh, Rishabh Pant. Hang on a moment, isn't there already somebody missing there? Okay, maybe not. Rishabh Pant, Aidan Markram, Nicholas Pooran keeps his place despite a fairly stinky run of form. Makul Chaudhary, Mohammad Shami, Moshin Khan, Prince Yadav, Digvesh Rathi, and Mayank Yadav. Any number of players on the bench that could be super subbed. For the Royals, well, the super kid, the player of the moment, Vibhav Suryavanshi, the displaced super kid of the moment of maybe a year and a half ago, Yashavi Jaiswal, Dhruv Jarrell, Ryan Parag, captain Shimron Hetmeyer, Donovan Ferreira, Ravindra Jadeja, Jofra Archer, Nandre Berger, Brijesh Sharma, Ravi Bishnoi make up those two teams. I think we're playing on red soil. I think that might make things a little bit slower, Sanchi. Is that what we might expect in Lucknow?
Definitely. I think, yeah, red soil, so it's going to be a slower pitch. And I think Vaibhav can't bat that freely, you know. I think he has to take his time, sort of. He won't, obviously. I think we can see him, like, going straight from the first delivery, but he should be careful.
Well, indeed he should. Well, we're about to get going.
Yeah.
It's, as he turns sideways, and he's wearing, well, I can only describe, it looks like a sort of a late 1970s or early 80s Crystal Palace outfit that the Rajasthan Royals are wearing, from what I can tell. Or hang on, no, it's not the Rajasthan Royals.
Did they have the gold? Did they have the gold braid as well?
Because the Super Giants are bowling. Well, no, I don't think they had the gold braid. But obviously, sorry, it's the Lucknow Super Giants who have the Crystal Palace look about them. It is very Crystal Palacey if you can take away the gold look. Mohammad Shami is just being thrown the ball. What a player he has been over the years, Sanchi, as Mohammad Shami.
Yeah, he's played so well for India as well. You know, when he's obviously not a part of the T20 squad now, but he's been a phenomenal bowler at the start, taking wickets in the power play as well.
Well, we'll give you a little bit of information about some latest scores. We're having a countdown. It's a bit like the beginning of Fireball XL5. Messers, you must remember that.
Yeah.
5, 4. Oh, no, Thunderbirds. 5,
Thunderbirds,
4,
yes.
Thunderbirds. Not Fireball XL5. That was even before Thunderbirds, wasn't it? Right, here he comes. Over the wicket. And it's down leg. There's a throw up in the air by the unmistakable figure of Rishabh Pant behind the stumps, purely for effect. There's a run on the board. It's come in the form of one of these. And it was bowled by... Well, surely we've got... Somehow, Bear, you can't tell me we haven't got Mohammad Shami in the jingles.
You can do a search, Tony.
Well, that's straight. That's straight.
That's-
Possibly just going down leg. Possibly some inside edge. Looked a little bit concerned there. What did you make of that, Sanchi?
I mean, it's very close, but maybe it's missing leg. But,
Yeah.
you know,
I think so.
I think it's missing leg for sure. They won't take the view.
No.
Okay. Technical sports coming in to try and find me Mohammad Shami.
So if this is
Shami too.
Thunderbirds,
Okay. All right, I found him.
if this is Thunderbirds, does that make you Parker and Sanchi Lady Penelope?
That possibly. I always rather fancied Alan's job. He always seemed to be the young, sort of more slightly cheeky one. Or Gordon, I always fancied being in the submarine. The thing I always found about Thunderbirds, though, I always thought the acting was a little bit wooden. But there we go. As we wait for Shami over the wicket, he comes.
Didn't take long.
To the left-handed Jaiswal. 3 dot balls, 2 of which have been trees. Cautious start or just a little bit of movement and good bowling. What do you reckon, Sanchi?
I think a little bit of movement as well, and obviously good bowling as well. And you can see that was just higher than just missing the stumps, that ball as well.
It was
So I
higher
think
than we thought.
he's bowling great areas as well, and obviously we can see a little bit of movement as well, which you'd expect on this pitch.
In barrel Shami, very unmistakable run. I think that might be a wide as well, because it started wide and went wider. Yes, it has indeed been given as a wide. Trying to tempt maybe Jaiswal to have a loose drive, but he just got it all wrong, didn't he, Sanchi? It's a horrible ball.
Yeah, it's too wide. 2 wides in this over already, in the first over. But we can see what he's trying to do. They have a plan against Yashasvi, I think. Trying to make him play.
Very un-Shami-like, I have to say.
Yeah.
One thing I do like, and I'll tell you in a moment, there is a slip in place for Shami. That's a better ball. Again, it was high, possibly on the leg stump of the left-hander, but it popped up in the air. Don't think it came off the bat. So 2 wides, but 3 dot balls. One thing I do like about this, what do we call it? Really, we'll just call it the Akana International Stadium to keep it simple. Is the colours go round the top of the stand.
Yeah.
It's a bright sort of neon lighting that makes it look very kind of moody. If you are a Crystal Palace fan, you genuinely are going to think you're watching your own team here. As we wait for Shami to bowl to Jaiswal.
They won't score any goals.
And runs off the bat. It's going to be 4 of them, courtesy of a slight misfield down there. It was tickled away off leg, pretty fine. The man who was at long leg came around, but he wasn't going to get there. It was a bit of a Scottish goalkeeping effort, to be fair. And it's got 4 runs for Jaiswal to get him off the mark.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
It's a curate's egg of an over, really, actually, isn't it? I mean, you've had some great balls and you've had some very loose rubbish.
Yeah, because that was clearly there to hit as well. You just had to get his bat there, and then obviously it had to go for 4.
Well, go for it, didn't I? I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute as we wait for Shami. Left alone quite watchfully by Jaiswal. It was almost as though, well, I've got my boundary for the over, I've got a couple of wides. That'll be 6 from it, still 1 to come. I'm going to leave that rather carefully, which he did, and almost test match style.
He's come around the wicket as well, Shami, on this ball.
Yeah. I think from recollection, I'll have a look at his figures specifically in a minute, but I got a feeling he's having a fairly decent IPL, is Mohamed Shami. I will let you know if I can find him exactly what he's been doing. Here he is, I can tell you in a moment. 6 without loss so far. Rajasthan Royals 4th in the table. The Super Giants are pretty dismal 9th. Cut down to deep backward point. They stroll a single. Jaiswal will keep the strike, in fact, and take it away from Suryavanshi, won't he? Yes,
indeed.
He will. 7 without loss after 1. I was going to tell you something, but it's gone from my head. Oh, the ends are called the north and south end. I have no idea which is the north and south end. But there we go, or how you tell them apart. But nonetheless, Messers, anyone joined us?
We have Leah is with us. She says hello all. Hello Leah. Yankee 7000 says that pronunciation of the names was hilarious.
I'm sorry, when he says the names, is he talking about the stadium name?
Yeah, I presume so. I thought you did a fantastic
or
job.
My reading of the teams. That would be worrying if I managed to read both teams and it was complete nonsense. Oh, yeah. Here's someone I know not too much about, but he's wonderfully named.
Prince Yadav.
It is Prince Yadav. Now the question is, I'm sure I've seen a jingle for him pass my eye line before. Immediately it's clipped off his legs though by Jaiswal square. They're going to take a single and we're going to get our first look. First look for us. I tell you what, it's beaten. Square. It's gone all the way. I thought that had been fielded. Why has it ended up at the boundary? Overthrows. Oh, well, there we go.
Overthrows, yeah.
There we go. That would explain why. Well, that was sloppy. And Suryavanshi has not got off the mark. because it was Jaiswell who played the shot. Right, he put it straight to backward square. Oh, the throw. Well, if you can imagine how you might define a wild throw, and then imagine something considerably wilder than that, that was about what that was. Took everyone by surprise, including me. Prince Shadav has his hand on his princely crown, because he's thinking, well, that's just cost me 5 runs. It really shouldn't have done. And Jaiswell's probably thinking, well, that was a bonus. He's doubled his score in one go. Right. In comes the Prince. A little bit of swing. Nice little bit of swing, in fact. But it's clipped beautifully away by the boy wonder, the 15-year-old. Right, yeah. Away square. And it's got him 4 runs. Here we go.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary. Crossing a boundary.
He is a prospect. I mean, whether he's 15 or 17, it doesn't matter. He is some player. There is no doubt about that. In comes Prince Shadav. Short cut mercifully or mercilessly away by Suryavanshi. He's only faced 2 balls. He's on 8 already. We'll give you another one of these. The dancers dance, and I have to say, the dancers look beautifully dressed in. Is that a more traditional costume we're looking at there? Let's say rather more conservative than the dancers we normally see, who are scanty, might be the word in terms of dress. These are delightfully attired. Clipped away round the corner. There is a man, though. It's Mohammed Shami who's there at. Kind of a shortish leg, not short leg. What would you call it if it's not long leg or fine? Short fine leg. There we go.
Short fine leg.
Short fine leg. Thank you. That's what I was after. It's 20 without loss after 1.4. I can tell you the average first inning score is 173 overall in 23 completed games at this stadium, in the IPL at least. Short. Oh, that was athletic. Had to be very athletic. Is that going to be given a wide? No, it's a tree. Wow. Sharp work, though, behind the stumps by Pant to stop it going all the way for the boundary. Last season, it's 193. So clearly a lot more runs. There was several 200-plus scores, as I suppose is the norm these days. The team batting first won 2, the team batting second won 6 of them. That's also a pretty consistent stat. Half a pull, which he then pulled out of by Suryavanshi. This is quite a good comeback by the Prince, who, having been clipped and driven quite sweetly for 8 of his first 2 balls, admittedly one of them being a ridiculous overthrow, seems to have hauled things back a wee bit. The other thing I noticed, statistically speaking, which you know more about than me probably, Sanchi, left arm unorthodox or left arm wrist spin is by far and away in the IPL here, or generally in cricket, at this T20 cricket at this ground, is heaps and by far away the most successful form of bowling. Is that any particular one player, do you think, that might be the purveyor of that? As to why that's that stat?
Yeah. I mean, see, like spinners in general, like, you know, we've seen in this IPL as well, like they kind of like take wickets like in crucial moments as well. So I think Rashid Khan, Ravi Bishnoi, and some of these bowlers, like even Krunal Pandya for
Sorry. Yep, thank you. Sorry.
Great job.
I'll let you come back to that. That was around the wicket to the left-hander. Jaiswell did have an almost Crawley-esque waft of the bat, and he missed it by the merest smidgenette. Could easily have taken an edge there. Just a little bit of shape, just enough to draw him into the stroke, really. It's a clever bowling from the experienced maestro In he comes again around the wicket. Oh, he's got hold of that one though, as Jaiswal. Yes, he has. He's away over point. One bounce for one of these. I'm looking for the one that.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary, crossing a boundary.
What is the one that?
Just in terms of 4 jingles, I should mention that Pirate Badger is with us, Tony.
Well, that's the one I was looking for.
Ah, right.
That's precise. Is it 4 to the floor?
Funky on the dance floor, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I think that's the right. I think that is the right. Well, okay. Someone shuffled them around a bit, but. Oh, it's in Mog's one. That's why. I just heard that in the background. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's a bit potluck, but I think I know roughly where it is. 24 without loss. Decent start for the Royals. I'll tell you their recent scores in power plays in a minute. That's beautifully guided by Jaiswal through backward point. Rishabh Pant seems extremely upset, and he's letting Mohammad Shami know. But that just looked like a gloriously, economic of effort, but absolute, great return from Jaiswal. Just great timing, wasn't it, Sanchi?
Exactly, but I think he's giving too much of it, to him. Too much on the offside, too much of it. He's just kind of guiding it, even though that was a beautiful shot. But I think he has to fix his line and a little bit of length as well.
Well, yeah, I think that possibly is what Rishabh Pant was quite forcibly letting him know. So Shami's coming over the wicket now to Jaiswal, who clobbers him up in the air but over mid-off, and has got himself another one of these.
Yeah. 4 on the floor, and one more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
There you go. That was the jingle. There it was.
Lucky Six just said, play it for the man.
Is the buccaneering pirate in the vicinity, I wonder?
He is. He says ahoy, all sorts of sea dogs.
Oh, well, marvellous. He has also pointed out in the past that it's not a repeated thing. If I just keep playing it for every single 4, it doesn't necessarily mean that we get super chatted every time. That's a swing and a miss. Rishabh Pant is claiming a catch there. I think he's got it. He has. Jaiswal was looking to pull him away.
Wow.
It was a top edge, but Rishabh Pant, for a man who's some people thought may never play cricket again, after that awful crash, spring-heeled like a jack in the box. For all the world, if that was any, I wasn't sure there was any bat on it, but when there was, I thought that's on its way to the boundary. It was a bit of glove, but up went Pant's arm into his orange glove, and Mohammad Shami has got himself a wicket, and he's probably saying to Rishabh Pant, there you go, I've sorted it for you. We've got rid of the man who's been making all the runs. 22 Jaiswal got. He's been caught behind off the bowling of Shami, and the score for the Royals is 32 for 1. Let's see him off. I think it was a decent knock. We'll give him this one.
You're out, but no shame. You can carry every time. You're out, they won't matter. But hold your head up. You're playing for your country.
Well, there you go. Yep. Fine.
Lucky Six is with us.
Hello.
He says, I haven't been this excited since I put my bins out.
Actually, I did that. What day is it today? Tuesday. Yes, I did that last night and collected them in this morning.
I'm glad to hear it.
all
The
very
whole of Claygate will be. Yankee 7000 says, Yadav, in my opinion, is Yaduv, not Yadav. It was the pronunciation of names that made him laugh.
Well, there we go.
And Pirate Badger says, once again, no idea what I'm doing here. I'd find Gorilla Paint Dry more interesting than the IPL. And Raj Patel.
2 slips. Is that taken as well? It is. Mohammad Shami has 2 in 2. He's got Juve Jarrell. First ball. An absolute perler. It swung away from Jarrell. He was a bit tentative in a little forwardy prod. Got the edge. And Pant said, thank you very much. There were 2 slips waiting. They weren't needed. And would you believe it? Mohammed Shami is really showing all his class. It was a little tickle. That was a lot easier to take than the first one. And goodness me, they are 2 down, and it's 2-2 for Mohammed Shami. Well bowled him. What an effort that was. Didn't even have a chance to jingle up. Jurel.
What you do have a chance for, though, is to play a super chat jingle, Tony.
I absolutely
It worked.
do. Hang on, here we go.
Super chat.
But go on then.
The wonderful Pirate Badger has come up with €2. That says, "Monkey on the dance floor." Ah, you're wonderful, Parrot.
Thank you, Pirate B.
I hope it's a lovely day in Dublin.
Well, the reason it's not a Hertfordshire ball yet is it was the end of the over. 32 for 2. 2 wickets having fallen in 2 balls at the end of that Mohammed Shami over. Both caught behind in quite different fashion. And we're going to see Mushin Khan. He's got 29 wickets from his 27. He hovers around the 8 mark, 8.4. But as we know, Sanchi, in the IPL now, 8 is no longer the benchmark. It's probably closer to 9 these days, isn't it?
Definitely. Hard on the bowlers.
In he comes, left arm over. Suryavanshi guides to backward point. And there is no run. And a
I
tree
would point out that
is planted.
Suryavanshi has only been out for less than 30 once in his last 10 innings, when he got a duck in his last innings.
He is
Last but one.
absolutely extraordinary. Now, if you happen to read it, will be on Patreon for our patrons, but it is now also on our website. I did a very interesting interview, which I wrote up with the recording and the write-up. That's defended into the offside by Suryavanshi. With Caleb Falconer, who himself made 115 off, I think, about 70-something balls in that under-19 World Cup final. Just made a ton for Middlesex Twos, actually, as well. But he was telling me what it's like to actually play against this chap, Suryavanshi. And he said at one point the England players were just going, well, they were laughing. We have literally no idea what we're going to do here to this bloke. He was carting them for however many, 670 odd he made, didn't he? That one is defended out towards mid-wicket. There is no run. And they were listing any number of top world-class players, including the likes of Virat Kohli. So all of them go, we'd rather be bowling to them than this bloke, right? They said he was just unstoppable. But the other thing he said about that final, which I did find very interesting, was until the point he was out, and quite right, England were in fact up with the rate, and that was all his mind was on. He was so focused on that. That's all he could really think about. And I thought, for a young man of, well, now just 19, I think, that's pretty mature in a very challenging set of circumstances. But he's been following Suryavanshi's efforts in this IPL, he said, so far, and he's something of a fanboy as far as I could tell, even though he got a thorough walloping in the final at the hands of his bat. So fascinating. It's on our website, gorillacricket.com. Do search that interview out if you wish to. That one's left alone outside of off stump. There is no run. It's still 32 for 2. So they say wicket slower run rate, Sanchi. That's proving to be the case here, isn't it?
Exactly. 2 early wickets, and then obviously I think this is turning out to be a maiden over. I don't think any run has been scored so far.
It hasn't. No, we're still on 32.
Yeah,
the last
so
runs were in Mohammed Shami's last over.
Imagine a maiden over in power play. That's something extraordinary. I would say.
Oh, that's the point.
The
I was
IPL.
gonna try and give you some power play intelligence, wasn't I? Let's see what I can dig out, and I'll let you know in a moment. Hopefully, while Messrs is reading the social media messages, that's gone up in the air as a big old smear by Suryavanshi. It's going to be taken. Well, he's only got 8 today. He got them in 2 boundaries. And that,
Yeah.
for Mohsin Khan, is a massive wicket. And you can tell by the way he celebrated that. That was an attempt to haul it away to leg. It was something of a leading edge, I think. Up in the air it went. There was still plenty of work to do as the man at mid-wicket was running backwards, taking it over his shoulder. But he always looked solid. His bat seemed slightly swivel in his hand. Who was it? Oh, it's the chap with the lustrous locks.
Superb hair, yes.
Well, it is. It is indeed. Is it Jitesh Sharma? Is that who it is? There we go. Look, it's a Harmony hairspray ad in slow motion. Is he or isn't he? As his hair bounces up and down. But Suryavanshi, he's gone for 8. Digvesh. It was Digvesh. Mohsin Khan has a wicket. 3 down in the power play. What does that normally mean? Sanchi will tell us.
3 down in the power play, obviously a lot of pressure because their top 3 are gone now. And the main explosive batting, like, obviously Riyan Parag can bat. There's more batting to come, but I think the main powerhouse of Rajasthan Royals, those 3 are gone.
Yeah. And it was a wicket maiden. How about that?
Exactly. In the power play, that too.
We
Well,
have
we are.
another super chat
32 for 3. Fantastic. Hold on.
from the lovely Lockie 6. He sends us $2 Aussie. He says, I'm off the SIGs. Super chats are much cheaper. Well done, Lockie. Getting off the SIGs is not easy.
Oh, now here's
I
the
know.
deal then. Bear with me. 2 slips in place. That's that was the hat-trick ball. Maybe he got all a bit unnecessary in his mind there because it was a horrible ball, actually. Not the one you want to be bowling when you're on a hat-trick.
Exactly. But he's now still going to be on a hat trick, right? Because wide ball.
No, you can't have a wide between the hat-trick. It doesn't count.
Yeah, actually.
A distance he had to cover, did Digvesh, 19 metres.
And right over his head. Wow, it's a great catch.
Possibly slightly
Great.
less if you
Running
allow for the amount
backwards.
of his hair that was trailing behind him. That's nicely clipped by
For
Riyan
sure.
Parag, who's had to wait a while. But his first ball has been dispatched very nicely and stylishly away through mid-wicket for 4 runs. So after a fabulous over, here we go, we'll do this one. Riyan Parag's going to have to try and do the old Kane Williamson act of ship steadying here. Let's have a think. The Royals power play, most recent power play scores, I can tell you. Most recent first, 63 without loss, 40 for 5 they were against the Sunrisers. That's left outside of off stump. Wow, 40 for 5 against the Sunrisers. That was batting second and chasing a pretty small total, but they still managed to lose. So there we go. 97 for 1, 59 for without loss, 69 without loss. So their average is 65 for about 1.2 wickets. But that's heavily influenced by an absolute disaster they had in Hyderabad. Chasing just 159, they managed to lose 40 for 5, which is, I would say that's game over pretty much in a power play. Shami in, that's a much better ball. Riyan Parag watches it past, plants a tree. And
I think most of those scores are courtesy of obviously Webb of Suryavanshi as well. When he gets going and obviously there's Yashasvi, then obviously you would expect at least 60 plus in the power play, like in the first 6 overs.
Well, isn't the famous truism or cliche that if you lose 3 wickets in the power play, you're very unlikely to end up winning?
Yeah,
I think it's less the case now. They've got the 12 side rule.
Well, exactly, that stupid rule. That's defended into the offside, and there is no run. Where do you stand on that super sub rule, Sanchi? I'm not a fan.
See, yeah, I think as an audience, as a fan, it's just like interesting to watch that because when your team is losing, if you're truly supporting a team, it just kind of it's kind of an advantage, like if you need an extra batter, you can just bring someone in as an impact player. But obviously, I don't think it's the right thing to sort of do in a league like that. But
It's
as an audience,
it's not fair.
It's not fair in like the simplest of words.
Mohamed Shami over the wicket to the right-handed Rian Parag, who just defends again into the offside. That's Shami's got his mojo back. 4 dot balls consecutively for him after a wide and that glorious little clip through mid-wicket by Parag. But he hasn't been able to go. The new batsman, I've been very remiss in jingling. The new batsman surely is here. If he's not here, I'm going to have a serious word with quality control. That's nicely driven, but there's 4 quite tightly packed in that offside field. It is a dot ball to finish. It's 22 for 24 for Shami of his 3, 37 for 3 so far for the Rajasthan Royals. Messers.
Would you change? So Parrot Bradshaw says it is reasonable.
It's 5, isn't it? Yes, sorry.
Sunny here in Dublin today. Glad to hear it, Parrot. Dublin looks so much more beautiful when it's sunny. Stephen Kelk says, well, look who it is. I'm here for the vibes, led by MC Tony. Who says it's raining men. And Yankee 7000 says, good luck, Lockie. That's a toughie. Giving up smoking. Tony, thanks, Sanchi. Who we got? Oh, I can see a face coming in. It's Raj. Hello, Raj. How are you going?
All right, Raj. You're on mute, mate.
You're on mute.
It's who's bowling? Mohsin?
Motion.
Yeah, Mohsin Khan. He delivers a ball that's defended at first up, and there is no run. Or are we watching replays? You're still on.
I think you're still on mute, Raj.
Still on mute, Raj. Put your headphones on. You're on mute. No, I can't hear you. You're still on mute, or your audio's not coming through. Second ball is played into mid-wicket. Wide enough for them, though. I'll get a single. I don't know what you're using for audio, but it's not coming through. 38 for 3 we are. We're in the 6th over. Poor start by Rajasthan. Lost early wickets, some big hitters as well. Hetmar obviously can still hit. Parag can hit. But then after that, Donovan Ferreira, I don't really know a lot about him. South African. Presumably he can hit. He's batting at 6. And Jadeja presumably at 7. And Jofra maybe at 8. That's hold. Ooh, just over long. Oh, well, mid-on actually. He's up inside the circle. And that is 4 runs.
It's Nissan She. It's Nissan She.
Oh yeah, I see what tone means. More traditional dress. Looks better than ladies who can't dance.
It does, doesn't it?
Ladies who can't dance in hot pants.
Yeah.
But there you go. Mohsin, left arm over. Ooh, trying to guide that was Parag down at third man. Could have quite easily got a little nick through to the keeper, but he didn't. He's got 8 off 8. Interesting, wasn't it? Vibav got 8 off 2 and then was out for 8 off 10.
Yeah.
Hello,
most unusual for him.
There you are. Hello. What's going on?
I've been busy. I think I've been. It's been a long time since I've been here.
It is indeed. Mohsin Khan in. Well, is that going to be out? Ooh. He saved it, whoever that is down at third man. That's a very good bit of fielding. It was an attempted ramp uppercut by Parag from a short ball from Mohsin, who's left arm over. So it was a reasonable shot to try.
Wow.
But there was a fielder down at third man who actually managed to stop it from going over the boundary with a wonderful effort, which would have been caught had he had space to actually hold on to it, but he had to throw it back in and there was no one to back him up, and therefore whilst he saved the boundary, they probably got back for 2, I'd have thought. I don't actually see how many they ran, but I'm assuming it would be 2. No, only a single. That's incredible. Good bit of, amazing bit of fielding. So 3 runs there. Last ball, Hetmar guys it down at third man. That will be a single. End of the power play. 44 for 3. Messi, any?
Indeed. Michelle Pfeiffer's with us.
Hello,
Michelle. It says poetry in Mosin. Ha ha. G'day, 12:30 a.m. in Sydney. Ah, well, what else is there to do? Yankee 7000 says, is it not proper to describe a woman as pretty? Can she not be pretty and competent at play-by-play? Different times. Yes, indeed it is. You can call a man handsome, good-looking. We do have a tendency to comment.
Can you call him fit?
Comment. Not so sure about fit.
Well, no, if you said it was a fit man, I'm sure someone wouldn't really, give a shit.
Yeah, but that is a different term used in relation to a man than a woman, I think.
No, it can mean the same thing, but hey.
Yeah. But it's like he says, it's costing him $400 a week. That's 200 quid a week for smoking, which is why he gave up. Which is much the same reason I gave up.
Yeah, it's an expensive game these days, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I vape. It's very cheap. But I still get my nicotine hit, which is very important. Although I'd like to stop that too, but considering I've been doing it since I was 15, it's a bit tricky. Mayank
tell me about it.
Is in. He's over the wicket. And it's Mayank Yadav, and it's been driven out to extra cover. There was a field at cover. He managed to get around, so we'll get back for 2, I presume. Indeed.
Yes. And the interesting thing about Mayank Yadav is, his bowling pace. If you can, see the speed meter, but the speed gun, I think he clicked around 141 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you been following much of the IPL?
Yes, I am. I mean, he made his debut a couple of years ago in 2024.
I don't really follow it so much. I mean, I do it when I'm in here, which I always enjoy, but it's just too much of it. That's down the leg side. It will give us a wide. Attempted pull by Hetmar.
Do you have a team, Raj?
Yes, so I support the Chennai Super Kings.
CSK.
Yes.
They're doing dog shit this year, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they are bad. Not playing good.
They've won it a fair few times, though, haven't they, Chennai?
Yes, they have won 5 times.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't that Dhoni's team, wasn't it? Yes. Am I getting that totally wrong? That one is flashed at by Hetmar, but he missed it through the keeper, and there is no run.
Yes, again, last ball was 147 kilometers per hour.
It's not bad.
Mayank Yadav. He's quite injury prone, I would say. This is his 3rd season with Lucknow Super Giants, and he has just played 6 matches before this game. So you can imagine the number of injuries he has been gone through in the past.
Well, if you want you that quick, yeah. How old is he? Is he a youngster? Attempted pull by Hetmar. He's certainly pace doesn't worry Hetmar. I wouldn't have thought. He likes a bit of pace. Pulls it out to deep mid wicket, and there'll be a single.
I think he should be around 25, maybe.
Okay, well, maybe he'll be coming out of the injury phase. I mean, I remember there's a lot of youngsters who are very quick, who then go through phases of injury as their body sort of skeleton settles. It can be quite disruptive if you're bowling at extreme pace when you're young. But generally it gets sorted out. Presumably we'll have bloody Seat ad break after this, won't we? Another attempted ramp by Parak.
Yes, I'm sure we will.
This time he doesn't get anything on it. It's through the keeper and there is no run.
I mean, talking about pace, another bowler that has impressed me is Jamie Overton. I think he's been bowling around like 150, 151 quite regularly.
Yeah.
Jamie Overton.
He's a big lad and he does bowl it quick. And if you only got to bowl 4 overs, I mean, I imagine Jofra's bowling out there as well. It'll be interesting to see later today. But when you've only got 4 overs to bowl, you can really put everything into it, right? And especially when the ball's quite new. I think when a ball gets older, you change tactic a little bit. That was a slower ball. That was a very good slower ball as well. Completely foxed the batsman, nearly yorked him, and it'll be a dot ball.
A lot of dot balls today.
Yeah. Well, they've lost wickets, haven't they? And you lose 3 wickets in a power play, and what's an 80% chance of losing if you lose that?
Yes. And the top order is the strength of Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah.
Whatever games they have won.
Absolutely.
Top order has fired for them.
Well, I mean, I don't know much about Donovan Ferreira. I presume he's a bit of a hitter. But then, you've got Jadeja supposedly in at 7. Okay, he can hit the ball, but that's a classy shot. Picked up off his pads by Parag. And he's clipped it sweetly. Using the pace, it's gone over the boundary. Backward square leg for 6 runs.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Great pick-up shot by Riyan Parag. Rajasthan Royals are 54 for the loss of 3 wickets after 7 overs. It's time for strategic timeout break.
It is indeed.
Well, that's good because we've got a few messages to get through. You've opened a Pandora's box here, Bear. Yankee 7000 says, sorry, Lockie 6 says, I think Bear is not pretty. To which Yankee 7000 says, Bear, when he's all nice and showered, is fairly presentable. Lockie 6 says, Messi looks distinguished. Just shows you how looks can be deceiving, Lockie. Yankee 7000 says, is it the same Mohsin Khan who married Reena Roy and later acted in Indian movies and coached Pakistan? He gets around, doesn't he? And he says he scored a double century at Lords, if I'm not mistaken. I rather suspect it might be someone with the same name. Lockie 6 says, did Jason Gillespie ever get a test ton? I've never heard him mention it. No, he couldn't get 100. He only did it in double hundreds.
Absolutely.
You know that.
Yes, famously against Zimbabwe, wasn't it?
Against Bangladesh?
No, it was Bangladesh.
Yeah, it was Bangladesh, that's right. He was acting as night watchman or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
And that was his last test match. I think he didn't play after that test match, right?
I don't know. No, I thought, wasn't that before the Ashes where he got battered out of the attack in 2000?
No, I think that was his last test.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I mean, he never got picked. It was not his.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Well, Bangladesh are going to be playing against Australia in Australia for the first time. I think it may be the first Test series ever in Australia. I'm not sure. In August, in the top end, in Darwin and Cairns.
They've cancelled about 2 or 3 of those in the previous times.
They have. They won't cancel this one though.
Okay.
And
how's the summer season like in Darwin? Like, was the summer season in up north?
Oh yeah, you couldn't in Darwin if you played in what's summer for the rest of Australia. You'd get washed out every day. The monsoon comes in around 4:00 in the afternoon. And you just stuff.
Okay.
And it's extraordinarily hot and humid out there, isn't it?
It's horrible.
It's like 44 degrees and 100% humidity. And
anybody who can gets out of Darwin during the wet. It's just disgusting.
They call it Suicide City, don't they, in Darwin or something in the summer?
Well, yeah.
Well, that was when I was there in the 90s. But
yeah. I haven't heard that term used recently, but there's a general acceptance that it's a shit of a place to be. No doubt. Stephen Kelk says, can I roll out the trope of asking whether the Bear has secured his IPL contract yet?
You can, and I haven't. I'm still waiting. I'm getting even more runs.
Well, you've got to get off your ass, Bear. And
I've got to apply. I mean, I've got to go out there and say, pick me. I'm sure sure they'll look at some fat, short white guy who's in his 50s and go, yeah, must play him. Digvesh is on. We don't have a jingle for him, so I'm going to choose, obviously.
Generic IPL guy. IPL guy. Does he bowl? Does he bat? Is he a keeper in a hat? No. Generic IPL guy.
It's Digvesh. I think bowls leg spin with a very straight arm and quite flat, as is the way. Oh, now that was thrown in as direct hit. Is there going to be an appeal just because it's a direct hit? I think he was home.
Yeah, he was.
But we didn't really have a very good angle. We were actually looking at it from sort of wide mid-on the boundary.
Anyways, they have recorded the third umpire. We'll see.
Well, they've gone upstairs. They always do. But it looked to me like he was kind of coasting home, so it wouldn't surprise me if he was in. But Wonder Cement will tell us.
Correction, the Australia-Bangladesh series, the first test is in Darwin, but the second one is in Mackay.
You know what? He is just home. Like literally, I think I think the ball probably contacted the stumps, the frame, when his bat was on the line. Fortunately, the next frame, his bat is just over the line, and the bails and the zing bails have lit up. So I think he's home. Yeah, I mean, I think the ball actually hits the stumps.
Wow.
I think the ball hits the stumps there while his bat's just on the line. And by the time...
Yeah, wow, that's...
By the time the zings light up, his bat is just over the line. Like, literally just over the line, and he will be not out.
Just in time?
Just in time. See, we couldn't tell from where we were watching it. He looked like he coasted in.
Yeah.
Direct hits always have that effect, though. Come on, get on with it. Not out.
Not out.
55 for 3.
Shivan Hitmar is not one of the quickest runners between the wickets, so you would imagine with them.
Yeah, no one really expects someone to hit it from wide mid on, do they? All wide mid off. He's a lefty, and he's alright. So yeah, it was all wide long on. Anyway, Digvesh comes in again. That one, leading edge up towards long off. It'll be a single. Run rate 7.73. They need to pick it up. Where are these two in the table? Lucknow hadn't won last week. Have they won this week?
Yes, I think Rajasthan are 4th and Lucknow are 9th, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Okay. Points.
So Lucknow have won just 2 matches and Rajasthan have won 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I should get the table up, I suppose. Well, Hetmar has taken his helmet off and he's wound up to smash that out of the park. He's mistimed it all the way up to long on. Get himself a single.
And there have been talks going around, promoting Shimran Hitmire in at 3, like 1 drop, because he plays 1 drop for West Indies and he has been quite successful for them in the recent past.
Okay. That one tries to punch it up to long off, does Parag, but can't beat cover, and there is no run. Christ almighty, what's going on here? There we are. Okay, now. The amount of adverts on Cricinfo whilst the IPL is on is absolutely insane. Oh, we're just on a 4th in the table. They're not doing too bad at all. Lucknow, pretty crap down at 9. That one is driven up towards long on by Parag, gets himself a single, moves on to 19 off 16. End of the 8th over, 60 for 3. Messi.
First one confirms for us. It just says Darwin is a shithole. Tactical Koki says if Bear can bat at 8 and bowl a couple of overs, I think Sanger and the Royals may have a deal for him. Lockie6 says generic IPL guy is now my favourite player. He says Bear can disguise himself as Mike Gatting without a disguise.
I'm not that fucking fat. I don't look like a ball with a ball on my head. From my head. Tone, can you let in David B, please?
Yeah. And Yankee 7000 says, and he will be just as bold.
Yes.
Dear.
I don't think I could bat at 8 though in the IPL. I haven't batted for 5 years. I'm sure I could get my bowling back up. No, not 5 years. It must be 10 years since I last played cricket now.
Oh, you couldn't bat at 8 in the veterans there, let's face it.
Well, probably not. That's guided by Parag down towards 3rd man. He'll get himself a single. And he moves into the 20s. With that, Hetmar's not really got going. Purple cap, Anshul Kambodge, 13 wickets behind me. Isha Malinga, Sri Lankan, presumably.
Yes.
Yes. He has 12. Prasid Krishna, he was top of it last time I was in. He's now on 12 as well. Hetmeyer facing up 7 off 8, facing up to Prince Yadav. Oh, he's tried to drive that on the up, back past the bowler, and he can hit it into the ground and doesn't really know where the ball's gone, and for a minute thinks it's going to go back on his stumps, but it just lands on the crease. There is no run.
Yes, Prince Yadav, I think he has been one of the emerging players this season. Good prospect, good hit and deck bowler. He is Prince Yadav.
Yeah, he looks okay. You know, not a right-hand bowler, not particularly quick. Defended back to the bowler by Hetmeyer, and there is no run. Which of these young giants is more of a super prospect, Mukul Chowdhury or Prince Yadav? No idea. Stop leaning on a keyboard, somebody.
So why would you bother voting on something like that? I mean, who cares? These on-screen polls just seem such a waste of time and effort for everybody.
Well, they'll try anything to get you to engage these days, won't they? That one's clipped sweetly off his toes by Hetmeyer, but it can't be at fielder again on the boundary. It'll just be the one run. Run rate 7.15. It's pretty paltry. And we saw it last week. We did Lucknow last week. They only managed to get to about 140, didn't they? And they got chased down in like 15.3 overs last week.
Yeah.
It was a pretty poor game.
Well, they've been really struggling to score here. I don't know if the pitch has just got a bit of hold in it or something, but there's certainly very little of the normal wham bang stuff.
Well, yeah, red soil supposedly, isn't it? Slower, blah blah blah. I mean, personally, I prefer games that are lower scoring, but I sometimes think that if you can only get 140 these days, the team batting second will just chase it down very, very quickly, unless there is something extraordinary in the pitch where you bowl really, really well, because you can get the power play away for 70 or 80. Which is kind of the norm these days. Parag has wound up to smash that out of the park. He hasn't smashed that out of the park. He has been caught down at long on. He was really winding up, trying to flick that out of his pads, a lot of wrist, but it went up a long way and not far enough, wasn't out in the middle of the bat. And Ryan Parag has to go. He is 20 off just 19 deliveries, so again, not a massively good strike rate. In fact, pretty paltry in this day and age, and we have to say goodbye to Parag.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
Go on, Raj.
Yeah, he was just trying to up the ante. Ryan Parag, he has been out of form since the beginning of this tournament. He's the captain. I think the captaincy pressure is going on him. So yeah, it's worrying signs for Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, it is worrying signs. Go on, Messi.
Yankee 7000 says all the ads on Cricinfo that why someone suggested it should be renamed ESPN India Cricinfo. Well, it is an Indian-based site now, and let's face it, the traffic they're going to get, I would imagine 80% of it comes from India, given the population base. Lucky Six says Ian Healy's put on a couple of pounds. Well, haven't we all? Once you go, you're no longer playing at top class like the Bear and I are no longer doing. You do tend to put on a few pounds because you don't have to do all that ridiculous running.
Although this is true, but I'm on a fucking Peloton every day, and I have been losing a bit of weight, which is good. I'm the healthiest I've been for a while, it has to be said. Which is a good thing. But you just have to keep up. You have to keep up with it, which is the boring bit.
Leah on-screen polls, she says, are they asking stuff like, do you prefer the wisdom of age or the exuberance of youth? Again, not yet, but I'm sure they will. And Farong's with us. He just says wibble.
Wibble. Yeah, that's nicely picked up by Hetmeyer. That reminds me of the World Cup. Just picked that up off his legs and smashes it over deep square leg. And Hetmeyer gets a 6. Yeah, he's picked that up. It's certainly on the rise.
I think that's the first 6 of the game, isn't it?
No, I think there was one earlier.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, there was only one earlier. But
That was a good pickup shot.
yeah, it was a good pickup shot. He wasn't really in a great position, but he did still manage to pick it up. Again, Mayank, he's got pace, and Hetmeyer likes that. He's pulled that. That's sweet. He's got 4 off of that one. He could do with a bit of Hetmeyer getting going.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4's are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
He's got
good shot there, and yeah, he likes pace. That was 145 kilometers per hour from Mayank Yadav.
Yep, he certainly does. Well, most of the West Indians like a bit of pace on the ball, don't they?
Yes, indeed.
And well, he's moved up to 18 off 13, so he's picked up. Mayank is coming in to bowl to him again. Drives that sweetly through. There's aerial for a while through mid-off, and now we're down at long-off. And that's 4 more.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is the game 32. There have been 972 fours, which means that's averaging 30 a game.
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Oh, 4. Yeah, I mean, it's just a silly game.
Isn't it just?
And how many sixes?
I think they've been averaging about 26s a game or something. I mean, the last time I saw it was 400 last week and gained 23. So it was just under 20 a game. That one is... He's attempted to cut that. He's gone under edge. It's gone past the stumps through to the keeper, and there is no run. And it's absurd, really.
Yeah, it is. It's a batsman's game these days.
It certainly is.
Yes.
Very hard being a bowler. Yeah, that's it. Ryan Parag picked one up off his legs, actually, didn't he, earlier in the game?
That's right,
picked it
yeah.
up over deep square leg. It was a lovely shot. Just when he come in, actually. Speed's up. 149 is fastest delivery. That's good. Good variation in pace as well. That's a slower ball. Attempted cut by Hetmeyer. Can't beat the man at point.
That question that Leah quoted was actually a real poll they showed on screen during the game she commentated it on. She's going to be commentating on Friday too, if anybody's interested in following Leah's commentary.
Possibly in German.
No, I think she does it in English, given that we're not on air. I think the German audience is slightly smaller than the Anglo audience for cricket.
I would have thought so. Last ball of the 10th over, and therefore this spell. Mayank is in. It's full. I think it was slower again. It's a bump ball out to the man at cover who's got lustrous hair halfway down his back. And it's a dot ball. So at 6-4-4, ... Still 14 off the over, not too bad. 76 for 4 after 10. We are due a little switcheroo.
I think we've lost Sanchi though.
No, we've got David, Sanchi and me. Well, we have lost Sanchi, but she'll probably come back.
Okay, see you guys in the second innings.
Okay, see you later, Raj.
Thanks, Raj. I'll wait till Sanchi comes back.
Okay.
Hello, cool. David. How are you?
All right, David.
Yes, very well, thanks, Messrs. Hello to you, Bear. Nice to hear Raj as well.
Indeed.
And I'm really glad that Hetmeyer's stayed in long enough for me to comment on him, because he's one of my favourite players when he gets going. As you say, he had a good World Cup, and this is redolent of what he did in the World Cup. How's my audio, guys? Is it okay?
It's
excellent.
Okay, yeah.
Good. Another of my favourite players, Jadeja, is at the other end, so I'm hoping for a bit of a partnership here. Make a good game of it, 'cause I know you guys are always saying that it can be one-sided, these matches, but, every so often the left hand of Mosin comes in, that's ticked away by Hetmeyer for a single.
Yeah, it can be. Last week's game was a bit like that, wasn't it?
There have been some close matches, you have to accept there's inflation as far as the runs are concerned. And the bat dominates over the ball. You've got the impact sub rule, which definitely helps the batting as well. So yeah, it's all loaded. It's all loaded for the batting side, but there have been some close games. Here's Mosin coming into ball. He's got that. Oh, yeah, that's going to be bubbling in the air. It's gonna be out. I spoke too soon. That's the end of Hetmar. I just wanted to commentate on him, not on his dismissal. And he's gone. The ball.
Sanchez back.
Thin edge of the took the thick edge, lobbed up in the air, and it's taken at mid-off. That is the end of a bright and breezy innings by Hetmar, but it's all too brief. Out for 22.
Oh well, it is. Let's give him a send off, and then we can talk.
Well, that's unlucky how you got out, but the bowler's really good, so it can't be helped.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, weren't we, Sanchi? Red soil, maybe a bit of not much pace in the wicket. Certainly got turned around there, a bit of a leading edge.
Yeah, and they've lost 5 on the trot now, and just 77.
Exactly, and 2 of them, Parag got to 20 and then got out. You know, Hetmar's now just got to 20 and got out. You need these guys to, if you get in, it's very easy to come in, face 3 balls and get out in a T20 because you've got to try and smash it around.
Exactly.
But if you get to 20, you've got to try and push on from that. If you throw it away then, it's especially when you've taken time to get in, it's a bit annoying. Right, so the new guy is this Ferreira. Now his name sounds familiar, but I don't really know much about him. Anyway, he has a jingle that goes like this.
You know his name is Donovan. He might try batting now and then. You know his name is Donovan. Keeping wickets big and span.
Anyone know much about him?
Well, he's a right-hand bat from Pretoria, South African. India plays across the line there. Oh, hello, Sanchi. First time I've been on with you. Very nice to see you. Where are you based?
Same here.
Where are you right now?
Right now, I'm not even in Delhi. I'm traveling to Punjab, actually, in India. So, yeah, I've been in Delhi for 3 months. I'm from the UK. Like, I've been studying in the UK, but I've been in India since 3 months now, in Delhi.
Oh, wonderful.
But
How did you
in Punjab,
How did you discover Gorilla?
I think around October I saw them on LinkedIn, and then
you got in touch with me on LinkedIn, and I got back to you.
Yeah, on
Brilliant.
LinkedIn, exactly.
Excellent. This is short, and it's played away by Ferreri's off the mark with a single. Yeah, and I've been enjoying your contributions. I'm always an avid listener, even though I'm not on as much as I should be or can be. That's just playing the return. And do you favour one particular IPL team, or are you fairly objective about them all?
Yeah, definitely. I support RCB. Like, since the start of the IPL, I've been supporting just one team, RCB.
Well, I'm a big Kohli fan, so you know.
Yeah, exactly. For Kohli. So, because of him, obviously, like, I'm from Delhi, but just for Kohli, I support RCB. And finally, last year, we could see them winning a trophy as well.
Well, another player I'm a big fan of is Rishabh Pant, who seems to be in the wars again. There's a temporary stop in the play. I missed what happened there. Did he get... was he hit, or he looks a bit dazed, or is it just...
It's like he got hit on the nose.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that.
Yes. Right, okay, yeah, bounced up off the stump.
Oh dear, poor fella. He's having his share of bad luck, this guy. First of all, that really serious car accident, which is amazing recovery from, and then we saw that blow to the elbow earlier on.
That was last week, wasn't it? Yeah,
last week. And he was off the field, had to come back out very late in the innings, and now, just a freak injury. The ball bouncing very strangely off the sort of near the base of the stumps and hitting him right in the nose. Looks like there's a bit of blood there as well, and there's been a bit of tough love from the physio there, who looks like quite a hard bastard.
Of course. It's a great first catch he took, though.
It was, it was a brilliant catch. He's taken a couple, hasn't he, today, to get rid of. Let's see, where is it caught? So just get my notes up here. Jeswell caught Pant bowled Shami for 22, and then he took Jarrell, also same combination for no score, and so he's taken a couple of good catches there. Bit of concern showed to him, and is he going to continue? I think he is.
I imagine so. I imagine they'll be playing loads of adverts, won't they, in India right now whilst they're away from the game?
Well, would make commercial sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Ben?
it would do.
Yeah. Showing a bit of a composite here of.
There was a double header today, wasn't there? There was a game this morning. Am I right in that?
Don't think so, but Mosin bowls, and that's tucked away by Jadeja. Going to look for two here. No, it's going to settle on one. No, I don't think there was a game this morning.
No. Sorry, it was the PSL Pakistan Super League goes on at the same time, doesn't it?
Yes, exactly. And some of the English players are favouring the PSL. Some of the Australian players favouring the PSL. Or is it just because they haven't been picked up in the IPL?
I imagine there's a bit of that.
There was, a couple of the players sort of said that, the fact that it's a shorter tournament and, it suits them better. But,
I imagine that is very true.
Yeah.
PSL is probably only a month long, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
This is short again, and Ferreira helps it down to mid-wicket for a single. So it's not really the acceleration that's been looking for, but Jadeja's good at pacing himself. So whilst he's still there, Rajasthan Royals are very much in this game. Are you a fan of Jadeja, Sanchi? He's the first name on my score sheet every time.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's a great player. He's been a great player for India as well. He comes down the order, delivers a good finish for teams. So that's his role. And he, even when you lose early wickets and if Jadeja comes into bat, you can expect him to bat like a proper batsman. So
Yes,
he has that ability to, even anchor or just kind of hit shots.
He had a super tour of super tour of England last summer. Had a really, he was at his very best, wasn't he? A couple of tons and some really useful runs down the order.
Exactly.
So 80 for 5 off 11. I should let you do some social media here, Sancho. We'll stop at the end. I'll give you some time at the end of the next over, I promise. Here's Ferreira, who waits for the leg spin now. Oh, that's played away. Didn't get hold of that, and it's just bobbled back to the bowler, who is that Bishnoi?
I think so. It's got wonderful hair.
Yeah, Ravi Bishnoi. We were commentating on the sort of there's a lot of long hair.
It's Digvesh.
Digvesh, I beg your pardon.
Digvesh.
Yeah, Digvesh. Bishnoi's on the batting side, so it couldn't be him. Apologies for that. That's played out by Ferreira. Looks fairly nonchalant, but I'm sure he'll want to get on with it here. He's taken 5 balls to get to 2, and there's always a bit of extra pressure on the overseas.
Yeah, Saffers and spin aren't best friends, are they? Let's be
He is an all-rounder, of course. Signed by Rajasthan Royals in 2023. Big money. He's been playing for them since. This one is evades the fielder at mid-wicket. They're going to go down to long on for a single. So Ferreira not looking too concerned, but he's played only 3 ODIs for South Africa. Not a big name. 16 T20s for them. And his 3rd season in the IPL.
How long is a contract in the IPL? Is it 2 years? I thought it was.
Well, it varies by players, doesn't it? Some of them have got 3 years. Yeah. Others only get the 1 year. I don't know how that works in terms of the draft. I don't know whether I'm not. That's tickled away by Jadeja just for a single. So they're picking up the 1s and 2s here.
Don't they have a super auction every so many years, don't they, where everyone's out of contract and they start from scratch? Is that how it works?
Yeah, but they can retain a few players as well. So they retain around 3 to 4 players in that super auction. So they've still got, they can basically reserve some of their best players.
Okay.
This one is flayed away by Ferreira. Again, though, just a single. Down to, I'm glad you know about this, Sanchi. The draft and the auctions are really quite complex to really understand for the sort of uninitiated.
It is actually, and then you see so many players kind of swapping around the teams as well. You never know how the auctions work in.
All I know is Cameron Green represents. No way does he represent value for money.
No.
The biggest sum in the IPL, and he hasn't really done very much at all in this tournament. That's tickled away by Jadeja around the corner. You're on social, Sanchi, so over to you. 83 for 5.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do them for you? Have you got them up?
Yeah, I think, yeah, if it's better, because I think I'll prefer it from the studio.
Yeah,
Much
okay.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where we were up to. So
Yeah.
let me just try and jump in. No, I don't think we haven't had much of them recently. Starn will be available for the next auction, says Lockie 6. And Ian Healy will have some cracked grandkids. I don't know what he means by that. That's Michelle Pfeiffer. That's it. We haven't had a lot of messages since the last message. So if you want to get them in, please do.
Let us know who your money is on. Shami is back into the attack. He's already picked up 2 good wickets today, charging in bowls. But it's short and a bit leggy as well. Helped on its way by Ferreira, but that I think was a miscut chance on the boundary. Would have been a really good catch down at deep square leg. In the end, it was sort of parried over, wasn't it? Who's the fielder down there?
I didn't see who the fielder was, but he was about 5 yards in. And if he'd been on the rope, it would have been the easiest of easy catches.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
That was the problem there. Shami.
Yeah, he's well inside the rope, and he didn't need to be.
Yeah.
Because it's only has it even cleared the rope? No,
No,
it's a fall.
it hasn't.
So
the quick
One bounce.
And Shami is annoyed there because it's clear that he wasn't instructed to be 10 yards in from the rope. He bowls another short one, this one's straighter, and it's just played up for a single. Yes, nothing more frustrating for a bowler when you see the ball going towards a fielder. It goes over his head and still doesn't hit the boundary. So
and what you can say on grounds like this that are so small as well, I mean, there's no chance they're going to come back for 2, right, if it goes straight to the fielder anyway. It's either a single, a 4, a 6 or out, you know. It's that's a bit dumb.
And he was bowling according to his field set as well, so I think he'll be very disappointed with that.
Absolutely good point. Here's Shami.
Yeah.
This one again, back of the length, and he does his own fielding this time, as if to say, I can't trust anyone else. I'll do it myself. Hair flowing in the wind, which you can't usually say for Shami. I think he's got more hair now than he's ever had before.
Well, he's certainly got more hair than I last saw him.
Yeah. Is there a possible transplant there, Sanchi? What do you think?
Yeah, possibly, because obviously he's aging as well, you know, so you can expect that from him.
Yeah.
There's definitely plugs in there, Dave. There's definitely plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it suits him, and he's having a reasonable IPL. Obviously, not. He's out of favour at the moment. He's been injured, so he's not out of the India team. But he's had a couple of very good games. This one, driven by Jadeja up to mid-off, no run this time. So getting support in the field.
He had a long injury, didn't he? It was sort of came back, got injured again, didn't he? In the last couple of years, I seem to remember.
Yeah.
He was touted.
That's why he's not sort of been a part of the Indian team as well.
Yeah.
And seeing him in the IPL after long as well, you know, he's made a comeback and he's looking in great form, as you mentioned in this IPL.
Yeah, he does. He's had a couple of very good games. This one is short though, and Jadeja goes on the pull down to Puran at deep square or deep mid wicket, and that's a single. Nicholas Puran will be happy to have taken a catch earlier today because he's done nothing with the bat, and personally hoping to see him come good today because they've stayed loyal to Puran. 5 matches now without. It's just 46 runs in the tournament. This must be his last chance because they've got the South African, what's his name, Bresnik in reserve, who could come in. Yeah. Here's Shami again. This one's short and wide outside the off stumps. Tennis ball shot from Ferreira, and good bit of fielding there from that must be Digvish. Right, that's the end of the over. 13 overs gone. It's time for a strategic timeout. What is Sangakkara going to say to Rajasthan Royals, Sanji?
I think he's going to say probably stick around. I think obviously now 7 overs left. I think this is the only partnership, you know, where they can sort of score runs as well. So I think another 2-3 overs, stick around, and then in the last 4 overs, go for your shots. Because they should still try to look for around 130, 140.
What do you think?
Not a defendable score, but
what do you
at least
think,
something
Bear?
to
What's
defend.
a good score now?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't see them really getting more than 140, 150.
Yeah.
And if these two go, you could see it ending up a lot less than that. The question is the wicket this bad? I always think if you get too low a score, really, if the other side, if you don't get wickets early in the power play, the other side gets off to a flyer, the game is pretty much done inside the power play. And, you look at that top order of Lucknow, and it's got Mitch Marsh and Rishabh Pant, Aidan Markram and Pooran. You think, well, according to the batting lineup today, Pooran's coming in at 5, which might suit him a little bit better, you never know. But that's a pretty powerful top. Mind you, last week they went off like snails. It was a really odd thing, I
mean, they've had a problem with the LSG have had a problem in their top order.
Yes.
The most of the runs have been coming further down from like Chowdhury and
yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, they, that's a pretty powerful top order that they had.
It is, yeah.
But I guess exactly the same reasons that Rajasthan are having their problems. And you look at the table, and Rajasthan are 4th. So if they're having this much trouble on this track, you wonder how Lucknow will go. But we shall see.
LSG down 2nd from bottom, just 4 points.
Yep.
2 wins, and they've lost their last 3, is it? So, of course, Rajasthan Royals are on a losing run now, having started the tournament really brightly, and they've lost their last 2 as well. So the boy wonder, do you think people are finding out Suryanshi now and being able to get his measure?
I mean, I think in the last couple of games you've seen that he's kind of been struggling as well. Even today, his knock, I think he scored around 5 or 6 runs, and it wasn't even runnable. So I think people are kind of the bowlers have figured out, they're using the plans well against him as well.
Well, that was it. He scored 2 fours off his first 2 balls, and then was out for 10 off 8 deliveries.
Exactly.
So give us a feel, Sanchi. I wanted to ask you about the sort of being out in India. Sort of give us a feel for how big this tournament is. Sort of how does it really? Is that what everyone talks about for 10 weeks or whatever, 8 weeks?
Definitely in India, when IPL is going around, everyone's only talking about this league. I think everyone here kind of follows it, and more than that, they worship teams as well. Like cricket is the biggest sport. It's you can say a religion over here. So people wholeheartedly support that, and they fight as well on social media. You can see.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's a touching topic for them.
Yeah, the teams have really got a fan base, haven't they?
Exactly.
First ball from Digvesh is driven up by Jadeja for a single. So Jadeja not looking untroubled. He's got 5 off 8. So both these guys are not looking for the big shots. As you say, they're consolidating. They realise that they're the last recognised batsman, really.
Exactly.
Digvesh has got a very wide angled run up, and that's played away by Ferreira. Good bit of fielding by Pooran, and they only take 2. So Pooran earning his keep in the outfield, not wicket keeping, of course, this year, because there's Pant behind the stumps, of course. But Vicky Pooran showing a good super athlete. Bit out of form though with the bat. He's not playing any other cricket now. I have to say that he's retired at the age of 29 from West Indies. Here's Digvesh on an angled run, and this one is hit straight to mid wicket, shy at the stumps, no run.
Well, Quinton de Kock did that as well, didn't he? South Africa. Although he came back in for the World Cup, didn't he? But then he didn't really fire at the World Cup. I mean, a few years ago, he was someone you really feared at the top of the order, but he didn't look all that.
Well, at least he's going back. He's back in international cricket now. Short from Digvesh. Has he found the gap? No, he's played away. Pooran again does an excellent bit of fielding.
That's an excellent bit of fielding. He didn't
really
quite get there, did he? He caught that on the half volley. It could have quite easily bounced up. He could have missed it, gone through to the boundary, or he could have got smashed in the face. But that's a very, very good pickup.
Yeah, they're very sharp on the field right now. I think their plan is obviously to not let these batters, kind of go on with it. And they know, like 1 or 2 wickets more, like they've restricted them under 130.
Digvesh, just driven by Jadeja for a single. Yeah, Digvesh comes in at like a 45-degree angle, holding the ball behind him, and he's Pooran a bit injured in the.
I think he's probably scraped his knee on the ground.
Yeah,
bit of blood, bit of a graze.
That's what the coach Justin Lang will want to see: blood, sweat, and tears from his players. Here he comes, Digvesh hiding the ball again, driven up by Ferreira to long on just for a single. Is that the end of his over? No, yes, 14 overs gone, 95 for 5. Who's out there?
Well, Lockie Six says, we all thought that 2 messages would be your limit, Bear. So that's why we're having no messages. Farong says, first Lucknow match against Delhi took 4 wickets inside the power play and didn't take another wicket. And he also says, biggest problem has been the explosive top order hasn't fired. Yeah, and very much the case. I mean, Mitch Marsh is a big hitter, but last week he looked ponderous. Rishabh himself, he got caught on the end of the elbow last week and had to go off injured. Aidan Markram again. I mean, he was really explosive at the World Cup, but last week really struggled. And then obviously, as you say, Nicky Pooran is a couple of years ago was a superstar, but struggling at the moment.
Yeah, he carries on much longer like this. He'll have to unretire himself and come back on his bended knees and ask for a recall for the West Indies team, because otherwise his star will fade, won't it? But I do think he needs the competitive cricket all year round. And at the end of the day, this is still a domestic tournament, and if you're only playing domestic cricket, I don't think you're going to have that intensity of competition. Nice drive from Ferreira, and he's going to take 2 here. Bowling change, and we've got the return of. Help me out, yes, Mayank Yadav. I thought Prince Yadav was actually quite quick. I know you said he didn't look very fast, but I would say he's one of the quicker young bowlers from India. He looked quite rapid to me.
Well, Mayank is definitely rapid. He's clocked 150 earlier.
Oh, okay, maybe I've got the wrong Yadav. Which is the quicker of the 2, would you say, Sanchi?
I think Prince Yadav, he's not. I've not seen him bowl before this IPL, but this season you can see he's very quick, and his short balls as well. He fires them in, so I think he's pretty quick with the pace.
Mayank is Mayank Yadav, no relation. This one is aimed at the body of Ferreira. He gets something on it and just gets a single. So not a lot of boundaries. I would say that the run rate needs to improve. It's only 6.8 the run rate at the moment.
No, it's paltry.
How do you, Sanchi, one question I've been dying to ask you is, how do you find the guerrilla cricket take on the IPL? Do you think we're too cynical about it, or do you think it's good to have a proper objective view from test match fans?
I think, you should have that sort of, I like how guerrilla cricket, portrays IPL as well, and especially test match fans, I can understand that. There should be a channel covering the IPL in that form as well.
Good thing, yes, I'm here. Yeah. I like it. Otherwise one gets carried away by the hype a bit, and it's a reality check. 2 runs by Jadeja there. And I think it's good to call out when the cricket isn't competitive and when it's too easy for the bats over the ball.
Exactly.
One wants to see, wants to see a good contest.
Wants to be a good contest, exactly. I always think the boundaries are way too short in the IPL. It makes it so easy for the bats, especially with modern bats.
But what is amazing is just the intensity of the support and the sheer, the amount of crowds and the atmosphere that's played away by Jadeja. Had to reach for it. Good bit of fielding on the boundary from another of the players with long hair. Could be that Is it Digvesh?
It's Digvesh again. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He looks a bit like who's that Irish actor? Colin
Farrell.
He looks a bit Colin Farrell.
He could be.
Circa 10, 15 years ago when he was an alcoholic.
He's certainly got the matinee looks. He could be a Bollywood star, probably will be in the future. It's always a big crossover between cricket and Bollywood, as I understand it. Certainly.
He'll get a dancing suit on.
Mayank charging in, bowls just played away by Jadeja, is beginning to up the rate now. Is he going to get 2 here?
Shouldn't have done.
Where's the batsman? He's not in view.
No.
What happened there?
Well, they went back. They went to come back for a second, and someone obviously got turned down, but we couldn't see that. Then the throw was appalling, and Pan basically went to get the ball, but ran over the stumps, and then threw it back to whoever was at the stumps, who then obviously had to have a ball in his hand to take the stump out of the ground for it to be out. I don't think he managed it. Jadeja thinks he does, but I don't think he did. I think Jadeja was in.
Yeah, he's already walking off. He's taking his gloves off. He wouldn't do that, would he? Unless he knew he was out.
No, he's in. He's clearly in.
They took forever to get the stumps off. He wasn't even in shot. So there was no one in the picture.
Well, he's even over the line before he's actually touched the stumps with his bat. He's well in. That's terrible.
Come back.
Yeah, he has to come back. Not out.
You're absolutely right, Bear. You called it absolutely right. It's very unusual to see a bat actually take his gloves off and walk off to the pavilion before, especially for a run out. You see it sometimes for a catch, but not for a run out. You usually know if you're in, don't you?
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? I mean, it was a bit confusing because you had to take the stump out the ground, but which
should have been a run out. Because
to be fair, so what actually happened? Yeah, so
he was turning for two. Stop start. He changed his mind about the two. Ferreira kept going.
Oh, it's for. Okay, it was Ferreira who was.
It was Ferreira.
Oh, I was really confused there. I thought
I've got this completely wrong.
Yeah, so it's Ferreira who was coming back. I thought it was Jadeja who was coming back. So why was Jadeja walking off with his gloves? That's really weird.
I'm so confused by that. I'm sorry to all the listeners for not giving a clear review of what happened there. It is Ferreira on strike, so it was Ferreira who was at the danger end. And why Jadeja was walking off, it must have just been for a drink whilst the replay was playing. So my commentary stint ends on this ball in disgrace as one bounce for the reprieved Ferreira, who really should have been out, but as it is, he's on 20 not out. I'm going to slide into the summariser's chair, which is the best place for me because I'm not getting too much buffering. And I'm going to say goodbye to Bear or to Sanchi. And Bennett, I think, is going to come and join us on Ball by Ball.
And Tony is going to take over from me. And I shall see you all later.
Cheers, Bear. Cheers, Sanchi.
Yeah, perfect. Cheers.
Hello, everybody. Good day to you, wherever you are. Hello, David, and hello, Bear. Is it going to be Bear or Tony? Going to be coming on with us, David? Tony, right? Fantastic. What a sort of comedy of errors there, David.
It was a comedy of errors in the commentary box too, because I called the wrong batsman, and I thought that Jadeja was walking off. He took his gloves off. He was at the non-strikers. So it was Ferreira.
Exactly. It's like the dance that everybody was actually watching, witnessing as we come. Anyway, so all of you tuning in, the next 5 was going to be yours truly, Tony, and the David Brooks, who's going to keep us company. So if you're just come in, welcome. You're wondering what's going on. LSG have won the toss and they've chosen to field. It's Rajasthan Royals, who are in all kinds of trouble at the moment. David Brooks.
Well, yeah, they're pinning their hopes on these two. That's why that run out would have been so costly to break this partnership up, because they are the last recognised batsmen. All credit to Jofra Archer batting, but he is at number 8. So these two have got to keep going because he's next in. And
I always thought that they're... Yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a lag on my thing, my internet connection. I don't know the connections, but anyway, it's Jadeja taking strike by bowling from Prince.
Bennett, they will want Jadeja in. Yeah, they'll want Jadeja batting right through these last 5 overs. If Jadeja's there at the end, they're going to have a chance because he does know how to accelerate.
Exactly, but the batting looks a bit thin. I mean, number 8 Archer. You reckon Archer's the one too many there, and then you got 9, 10, and 11. Perhaps not as much as some of the other teams. But here comes Prince Yadav, right arm over, short on the back foot, pulled by Jadeja towards the deep square leg area. There's a bit of a fumble there by the fielder looking to pick up on the run, resulting in a extra run for the batters. So Jadeja 13 off 14, Ferreira looking solid there, 20 off 17 without being threatening, David.
Yeah, presumably they could bring on an impact sub bat if they lost a wicket quickly. Would that make sense? Obviously, it would leave them one bowler short, but
exactly.
I guess that's an option.
But if they rest one of the top batters who batted, then they should be still fine, isn't it? Short on the back foot, pulled again towards the same area, deep square leg area. Mushin picks up and the batters go through for a single. In the bowling, Mohammad Shami, who's always been like the wicket taker in the team, 2 for 30. Prince Shada 1 for 18, bowling his third over. Mushin Khan, he was the revelation, wasn't he? A maiden and 2 for 11, David.
Yeah, a maiden in the power play. Yeah, you don't see that very often. The left armour being a bit of variety into the attack.
I'm still wondering how he didn't play in the earlier games. Was he injured or was he not picked? I know he carried a bit of an injury coming in, but Yadav bowls on a Yorker length. This one's good delivery. He's got a skiddy, quick action, hasn't he, David? This one's dug by Donovan Ferreira, not able to do much on that. Prince
I like the look of this guy. Yeah, I like the look of Prince Yadav. He does come off the pitch pretty quickly. We were having the debate before which one of the two Yadavs was the quickest. They both look sharp.
Mayank certainly, I think, is a lot quicker than he doesn't bowl more than 140, I guess, Prince Yadav, but it looks much more quicker than what you can see to the naked eye, because he hurries the batters always, David. This is the beauty of the way he bowls. He's again short outside the off stump, slapped away and straight into the hands, the bucket hands, the deep third man of Mushin. Is it Mushin? Yes, it is. Or not sure who the fielder is, but deep third man takes the catch comfortably, and that's the end of Donovan Ferreira, out for 20 with the score on 1-1-0. In case you tuned in, what do you think would be a good score? Keep Tony busy. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think. Is this a formidable score? They're struggling at the moment, are they? They've been ever so reliant, David, on their top order, right? Just Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, Jurel. Unfortunately, Rian Parag hasn't had the best of tournaments, has he, this time around?
No,
Hetmeyer.
the top three have been superb, haven't they? Jaiswal, Suryavanshi and Jurel.
Yeah.
And they haven't needed much from their middle order. Hetmeyer hasn't really fired. I thought he was going to get going
he looked
today,
good, didn't he? He looked good. It was unfortunate. But Hetmeyer bats at number 3 for the West Indies. Do you think like a couple of slots higher might have?
I'd like to see him bat higher. Yeah, he's been getting in too late. But when you got Jurel firing as he is, you won't get into the top 3. And Parag as captain is not going to sacrifice his spot.
Exactly.
So who have they sent in here? Doesn't look like Jofra Archer.
I was just looking. An interesting thing to consider is that Lucknow Super Giants' wins this season have both come while chasing, and both against fairly low totals. They chased 156 to win against the Sunrisers, 5 down. They chased 181, 182 for 7 at Eden Gardens against the Knight Riders. The ones they've lost have been when they batted first, and every time they batted first, they've set paltry totals in each case.
Impact sub time. Shivan Dubé is out there, Bennett. That's not a bad. Even when you lose 6 wickets, it's still in favour of the bats in this tournament. Lost 6 wickets. There's 4 overs to go. Send in Shivan Dubé as an impact sub.
It's not Shivan Dubé who plays for Chennai Super Kings.
Yeah.
He's the one who plays for India. This guy Shubham Dubé, quite similar but not exactly.
Oh, it's not him. Okay,
it's not him. So Shubham Dubé has played 14 matches, 139 runs at a strike rate of 164. Can he make an impact? It's coming in the 16th over. Yadav bowls the last ball of this over. This one's pushed away to the covers. No chance of a run. End of over number 16. Rajasthan Royals batting first out, put into bat by Lucknow. 1-1-0 for 4. Tony,
so Bennett, sorry, I was going to just before that, Tony. I was just going to ask, just for my benefit, who's been subbed out? Is it one of the batsmen who's already been out?
Yeah,
is subbed out. I mean, that's the bit that doesn't seem.
It has to be one of the batters who've been out. That's how it works usually. because I mean they wouldn't want to sort of sacrifice somebody who's not played. Anyway, just hold that thought, David. Tony, what have you got, Tony?
Well, according to Yankee 7000, David Brooks has a resemblance to the New York Times writer also named David Brooks. Look it up.
Oh, thank you.
Well, there you go.
My writing is not of the same quality.
I think I was about to say, I think he meant physically rather than sort of journalistically. But who knows? Leah's talking about John Wick in Mumbai for some reason. Is that something to do with Indian cinema? I don't know.
Mushin Khan comes in, left arm over, short on the back foot. Course Jadeja looking to punch it away, didn't get hold of that one. Jadeja is the key here for Rajasthan Royals, in all kinds of trouble, you reckon, David, at this stage?
Well,
bit of bother.
I would still keep the faith as long as Jadeja's there.
They're less than 7 runs, David.
But you did well to get that catcher in the last dismissal. It was indeed Mosin.
It was, wasn't it? This one's short and moving away on the leg stump. He's trying to follow him through clever bowling by Mushin Khan. This one's pushed into the square leg area and the batters go through for a quick single. Sorry,
and even better to pick out the 2 Dubés. I didn't realise there were 2 Dubés.
Although one's called Dubé, according to Bennett. This one.
No,
it's a bit like Hyacinth Bucket or Bouquet.
One's Shubham, the other one is Shubham. The one's playing here.
I'm not doing well today. I gave out the wrong player run out. A wasn't run out, and B wasn't.
He's one of the Warwickshire Dubés.
Mushin Khan bowls again on a Yorker length, and this one's driven towards the long on area, and the batters collect another single. Looking at the table, so Punjab Kings are soaring away, aren't they? They've not lost a single game, has played 6 matches, just the one which was without a result. They've been looking unbeaten. RCB have won 4 out of 6 at number 2. Sunrise Hyderabad have played 1 match more and they've won 4, so they're on 8 as well. And Rajasthan Royals, who we're witnessing here, playing the 7th match, are on 8 points as well, short. This one's pushed away, more or less, full stroke push into deep square leg area, and the batters still go through for a single. There's no chance of acceleration, David.
I mean, it's just going back to the table. It's a long way to go in the tournament. You know, an early lead. Yeah, at the moment Punjab are on a roll, but it's very difficult to sustain that for a tournament of this length.
David, it's midway already. So 7 games, so it's not like they've got, it's always good to get a head start. KKR, they won the championship not long ago. They're reeling at the bottom of the table.
They've been poor. Yeah, they've been poor.
And this one's again stylishly played by Jadeja on the back foot, tucks it away towards the deep square leg area, and the batters get only 1. Just the 4 singles, clever bowling, 4th over, 4 over, 3.5, 1 maiden, 15 runs for 2 wickets. What a performance, David!
Yeah, going back to the point you made, that they're not accelerating. I keep saying Jadeja will accelerate, but he's running out of time to do that. It's only 3 overs after this.
But I'm still not very comfortable with in terms of the composition of the team. I mean, they don't. You can't always wait for the top 3, top 4, right? There'll be days like today when they all don't perform, and we need to have those players coming in at 6, 7, 8 who can take the Yorker length again. And this one's tucked away towards the deep square leg area this time. A little bit more fine. But the batters have enough time to come back for 2. So end of over number 4 for Mushin, 2 for 17. End of over number 17, 116 for the loss of 6 wickets. Tony, what have you got?
Well, Lucky 6 says another 40 runs. I think he's probably about right. Dubé Ducks Disco Bus, specialist cultural reference. No, not quite sure where that came from or what it means. Give Joffre, says Lucky 6. 150 to bowl at. Well, I think that's not bad. Are they high tog duvets? Oh, very good, as in duvets. Is the duck ducko? Not quite sure what that means. That's a cultural reference lost to me. I can tell you, he did play 8 times last year for the Royals, averaged 26. Had a high strike rate, 161, highest score of 34 against the Sunrisers. But on Cricinfo, bizarrely, as far as I could see, he's done literally sod all since December 2025. 1 list A game and nothing else. So he's a curious choice for impact sub.
Yes.
At least he's actually made a run. The last impact sub we saw got a golden duck.
He hasn't made much of an impact, I guess, in the IPL. In theory, to come in as an impact, but there you go. On the back foot goes Jadeja this time, pushes this one towards the deep deep extra cover area. The batters go through for a single. Again, the composition of the game, of the team, David. Do you think Rajasthan Royals missing a trick? Because you have to plan for the unforeseen, isn't it? It's not always it's not going to be a similar situation in every game.
Well, you got to give credit to the bowlers. When you've got a middle order of Parag, Hetmeyer, and Jadeja, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just all credit to the bowlers.
Good point. Short on the back foot goes Shubham and slashes this one towards the deep cover area. Batters having ample time to get the ones. Just the ones and twos not going to do any harm. Whereas Lucknow Super Giants are concerned, they need the runs. It's just around 7 runs at the moment per over. Rather sedate start. Donovan Pereira, where does he fit in this team? All the thought is Rathi bowls short on the back foot, slapped again. He's bowling well according to his field, to the deep cover sweeper kind of position. The batters go through for 1. Donovan Pereira, is he a batter? Does he bowl? I think
he does bowl. He bowls off spin, but he's not one of the he's one of the lesser overseas in this tournament.
But he's always been around in the IPL. Like I remember seeing him many years ago. He hasn't played, but he's always been in squads. Now, I've often thought, what does he bring in? And why is he so highly rated? Short, on the back foot, pulled towards the deep mid wicket again, straight there. But it went rather slowly, travelled rather slowly for the batters to come back for 2 more balls to go in that over.
Yeah, why is it so difficult to get to reach the boundary in this innings? We were going on about how the run glut of 4s and 6s. Well, it's come to an end today, hasn't it? The last part of the innings, there's been very few boundaries.
Is it good bowling, or is it mediocre batting, or a bit of both? Again, added thing with the pitch. This one's outside the off stump, and he slashes this one. That's it's uppishly though, but in no man's land towards the deep cover area. The first boundary comes in a while of Digdesh's bowling in not very pleasant kind of situation, but Shubham gets the 4 nevertheless.
Yeah, it wasn't. Not one you'd find in Alf Gover's textbook, one of the first cricket coaches to write a book. It wouldn't be in there.
It was. Didn't he have somewhere in Surrey? It was Wandsworth. Was it Wandsworth? He had his
shed.
His shed, yes.
Digvesh comes in, bowls short again. Very clever bowling on the back foot. Push this one towards the long off area, and the batters get a single to end the 18th over. 127 for 6 is the score. What have you got, Tony?
When you think about that, Tony, it's about as far away. A shed in Surrey is about as far away from what we're seeing now in terms of cricketing environment, isn't it? Alf Gover in his shed.
Well, it was. I netted there a few times. It isn't actually that bad. You're being a bit unkind on it, to be honest. I think we're fairly up to date on.
Not very Bollywood.
Not very Bollywood. No, a shed in Surrey. I mind you, have you seen the size of some Surrey sheds? There we go. Oh, we're seeing the dancers again. I do like those outfits.
Oh,
I must be getting old if I find that.
I don't think it would suit you, Tony.
Well, no, but stylistically, rather than just making up for lack of dancing ability by skimpiness of attire, or actual proper dancing ability, properly dressed. I must be of an age now where I actually quite like the proper dancing ability, properly dressed.
Oh, I'm waiting to have that.
You're beginning to appreciate, I guess.
I'm waiting to reach that.
Exactly.
Different. That's important, isn't it? I mean, I can appreciate where you're coming from. Prince Yadav, the speed merchant, short outside the off stump.
Got to be wided,
but
surely.
It was close. He was reaching for it, and it's not been given a wide. Will the batters review this? But they're looking, staring at each other, not really going up for the review, I think. Archer will be the key with the ball for Rajasthan Royals, who are actually at number 4 at the moment. LSG, 1 before the last is where they are.
Incredible that Archer has got 4 first ball wickets. Is it all in this year's tournament?
Yeah,
I've seen
all in
3
this.
of them. Yeah, all in this year's tournament.
Prince Yadav
Amazing.
bowls over pitched and driven. This one, Shubham getting it nicely underneath that, drives it past the mid off for a boundary.
2, 3, 4.
You say it's a batter's game, Tony, but Archer, 4 first ball wickets.
I'm sure the thing Jofra would really like is for someone to be clobbered in their 4 overs for more than his, 74 he got clobbered for.
Oh yes,
that's a record you just don't want against your name. I'm sure he'd love someone else to claim it.
But 4 first ball wickets, Tony.
Well, absolutely.
Doesn't set off anything then.
He's a high impact player in the good way.
Yadav bowls, this one's over pitched outside the off stump, looking for the Yorker length. He drives it hard and straight into the extra cover area. The speed of the ball, the travel there, preventing the batters from coming back for 2. Shubham on 15 of 10, looking good. Jadeja on 21 of 21 balls. He has yet to accelerate, David Brooks. 21 of 21, just 100%.
I'm going to keep quiet with my predictions.
Remaining.
I was saying relax. I was saying to Rajasthan Royals fans, Jadeja will accelerate, but he's left it rather late now.
Rather late. Is it too late now? Short is looking to pull that. Uppish, they didn't get hold of it. Good, clever bowling. It passes mid-wicket on the up and falls just about deep mid-wicket area in the boundary, and the batters have enough time to come back for 2. Rishabh Pant marshalling in troops very well. Some good bowling changes. The bowling, exceptional performance by Machine Khan, 2 for 17. Mohammad Shami, 2 for 30, who got the initial breakthrough. Prince Yadav, 2 for 25. Mike Yadav, none for 36 off 3. And Digdev Shrathi doing his bits, none for 26 off the 4. Just a one spinner. The 4-pronged pace attack certainly have curtailed the run-hungry Rajasthan batters. And this one's, it's a quicker length delivery. Yorker length on his pads. He didn't know much about that on the occasion. He couldn't put that away. And just the one, is it? Did they get the one at all? Or they came back for 2, did they?
Not sure, but you're right about the pace attack. I mean, it has been virtually all pace, was the way Digvesh was bowling pretty quick as well. It has actually worked for them. We don't see that very often now, but yeah, we say it's everyone says it's a batsman's game, the IPL weighted towards the batsman. Well, we've seen an innings here where the bowlers have been on top more or less throughout. And yeah, you have to give them a bit of credit. It's been good bowling and no one's really been able to break away.
Well, I think the red soil has had something to do with that, to a certain extent.
Ooh, you got me there.
Well, it's supposed to be quite dry. Dusty takes a bit of pace off the ball.
I did hear you discussing this earlier. I was reaching for my Encyclopedia Britannica.
Whilst you're wondering what's going on here, guys, there's a review been asked for. That looks clearly outside the leg stump to me. What about you, David and Tony?
I was worrying about red soil. But as I look at that here, it looks just outside to me. Does he? I don't think he gets any bat on it, although it's very close.
That surprised him. That's
but it's coming back hit at him. But I think his back foot is just outside leg, enough to have saved him.
Pitched outside.
Could be umpire's call, but I've got every prediction wrong. So yeah, you must be right there. Pitching outside leg,
pitching outside leg indeed. So it looked quite clear, transparent from this review here. However, there's just one over left, and I think Rishabh Pant would have thought, let's just give it a try.
He's got something about him though, this Prince Yadav.
It's giddy.
He is giddy.
And thing is, his action, he bowls off like a quick skirkish kind of a thing at the last moment, which just skids through. A bit like Mohammad Shami as well, I think, how he sort of gets the ball to skid. Just a one leg by on that occasion. So still he's got 2 for 25 with the one ball remaining in the penultimate over. Yadav bowls again, beautiful Yorker on the block hole, on the money. There's no chance that anything could have happened, but he dug that brilliantly. What a shot!
Unlucky there.
He was very unlucky. Brilliant delivery by Shubham Dubey. 4 more.
He just managed to sort of clamp down on it, didn't he, at the last minute? And,
unbelievable. And he did well to even curb that sort of bat angle to sort of get that get that gap. But end of over number 19, 139 for 6. Tony, this listeners awake now.
Well, yes, they are indeed. Stephen Kelk's been trying to think of a clever way to turn Michael Bublé into Michael Dubé, but failing miserably. To which Lockie replies, life is one crushing disappointment after another. 0 for 76 was the Jofra effort, but against who? Good question from Farong. I will have that information for you in a minute.
Mayank Yadav, ball in the last over of the inning.
Shot.
On the back foot goes Jadeja. Here he is looking to accelerate and swirl the way towards the mid-wicket area where it's empty. Number 4 run.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jadeja at his best there. He just played a vintage shot there. Just leant into it.
But he's still on 27 of 24, David. A little bit too late, you reckon?
Let's call it. No, I think that gives them a chance. What I was going to ask Tony with his red soil theory is: does that mean that do we see lower than average scores at Lucknow?
Yes.
Mayank Agarwal bowls short on the back foot again, looking for that gap, pulled, but was not able to find that gap as the fielder there from long on able to run around and pick the ball up, but still gets to 2. He's got 6 off the first 2 deliveries here. Rajasthan Royals 145 for 6.
Markram didn't quite stop that. Fortunately, there was someone covering him, but it actually went through his legs in the end.
I can tell you that Jofra's number for 76 was against the owners of the world's worst website, Sunrisers Hyderabad, and it was in Hyderabad.
I'm still focusing on his 4 first ball wickets, Tony.
Well, I agree. Think positive, David.
Bowls on the back foot. This one looking to hike this one away, and he does it beautifully there, using all his experience. He bisected the fielders there on the off and the mid off and the long off area, and
as I read on a T-shirt recently, which I thought was really quite good, it's a picture of Captain John Smith of the Titanic. And the caption on it underneath it says, "No one ever remembers the icebergs you didn't hit."
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, that 76 was a long time ago. I'm surprised you've dragged it up.
Well, when you say a long time ago, it was last year, David.
No, he's had 4 first ball dismissals.
Yes, he has.
In the last,
let's focus on the positive.
In the last 4 or 5 matches.
Yes, he's in cracking form this IPL. Cracking form.
But was that 76 in this IPL as well, Tony? I think it was this IPL, right? When he was hit.
It probably was. I think it was the first. Was it the first?
It was one of the first few games.
But look, Jadeja's
March 2025.
Right, Jadeja's kept Rajasthan Royals in this match. The acceleration has come right at the last minute.
Abhishek Sharma and Travis Head would have taken him to the cleaners, I think. But Jadeja 33 of 26. Shubham Dubey with a Y and with a B.
But what's best case is still about 160. That's still on the very low end of IPL scores these days, isn't it?
169 for 6. Yadav bowls short, and Jadeja using all his experience to stay back in the crease and looking to pull that away. And bit of a mishap there. Silly.
Get back for 2.
Indeed, absolutely silly to give that extra run and give Jadeja the strike. The fielders there playing with the ball, not communicating. That's the 2 fielders there, Badoni. And not sure who the other one was, but resulting in an extra unnecessary run to Jadeja, who's looking at 35 of 27 with just the 2 balls remaining. Rajasthan Royals being invited to bat today, 151 for 6. They're already in the top 4, whereas Lucknow Super Giants in the one before the last in the tables. A win here would give them some comfort. Bobo pitched, and this one he bisects the fielder, but Badoni equal to the task. He picks up quick and throws, but he's back for 2. So 12 runs off the 5 balls, 14 runs off the 5 balls, David.
It's great acceleration from Jadeja. I mean, he had to stay in till the 20 because all the wickets that were falling at the other end. In the circumstances, I think he's done a pretty good job and kept them in the game.
He has indeed. Yadav 2 for 29. The other Yadav, this is Mayank Yadav, who's not taken any wickets, none for 50, the last ball coming up. And here he is, Jadeja on 37. The good last over here has taken already 14 runs. This has been the best over for a while, hasn't it?
It needed to be.
It had to be.
Do or die time, wasn't it?
Yada ball short, and he goes on the back foot and hikes this one long and high, right over the deep square leg area in true Jadeja fashion for a mighty 6.
Damn! That 6 is on fire.
20 runs coming off that last over. 159 for 6 is the respectable score, David Brooks.
Yeah, I guess there'll be people saying, why didn't he do that earlier? But that was probably the least effective of the bowlers. Mayank Yadav going for quite a lot there. The others were but in the end of the day, it was a classic Jadeja innings and keeping things together and being there right till the end. And yeah, his coach Sangakkar will be happy with that in the circumstances. But unless this red soil factor, I'm not wasn't very good at geography. It's my weakest subject because I don't know how significant this is. Will it mean that it's going to be a difficult total? Yeah,
it is normally good bounce and carry. However, it's been particularly hot, which has made it much drier than usual. The Super Giants, whose batting admittedly has been shoddy, managed batting first. They only managed 141 and 164 in the 2 games played here so far. Lost both of them. They, of course, have the opportunity to chase a comparatively low score. They've overhauled one bigger than this, and they've lost in a game against one smaller than this, rather, I was going to say, but not by much. So I'd say it's possibly pretty even, if I'm honest.
Well,
but without that last over, right, you'd have said surely the team chasing should have enough on almost any surface, really. But
they're still under 8 runs and over, so this is innings break. In case you're wondering what happened, Lucknow won the toss, invited Rajasthan Royals to bat, who made 159 for 6. The main contributors, Jaiswal 22. It's not the day today for Suryavanshi, who's out for 8. Jurel out without scoring. Rian Parag, the skipper, 20 of 19. Hetmaya, 22 of 18. Jadeja with that great knock that glued the middle order together, 43 of 29, including 18 runs in the last over. Donovan Pereira, 20 of 19. I still don't know what his role is in this team, but he's still there. Shubham Dubey, 19 of 11, coming up as the impact player. It was Jaiswal who was subbed out in the bowling, except for Mayank Yadav, who was expensive. 4 overs, none, 56. The others contributed really well, and they bowled as a team. Mohammad Shami, 2 for 30. Prince Yadav, 2 for 29. Mushin Khan, serving the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs and a maiden in the power play, gentlemen.
Right, last couple of messages before we run for a break. Pirate Badshah's thinking about the red clay of Roland Garros and wondering if you could play cricket on it. Stephen Kelk saying David has a first ball wicket bee in his bonnet. He's just trying to be positive, which I agree. Stephen Kelk says red soil, tidal rivers influencing the swing of the ball, extraterrestrials. We need Gary. Not quite sure where extraterrestrials came into the whole discussion. Anyway, that's it for a wee while. We're going to have a little break, and we'll see you after it. I'm sure the Bears going to line up some form of entertainment. Who knows what?
See you guys in a bit. Nice to see you guys.
Who obviously has international experience behind him, but he's not played too much in India, and that quite of Sharma. on the curator statement, Sujan Mukherjee, who prepares the pitch at the Eden Gardens, he has said that he's going to stick to his guns and prepare a fast sporting wicket. So I think that is going to play right into the hands of the top order, as you say, the holy trinity of Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma, and Ishan Kishan, and they are going to score a lot of runs. And because the KKR pace attack is already wet behind the ears and quite under pressure, so I'm going to bet on SRH to come up winning.
Okay.
Well, there it is. You heard it from our man, Arian.
We'll keep a score as the IPL goes on.
Well,
won't we?
don't you worry. I intend to do that. There's two things we'll be keeping score on. The next one, that's the first one, Arian's predictions. Is he going to be accurate all through the IPL? Is he going to be like, who was the octopus that predicted the World Cup results?
I can't remember.
Paul.
Oh, you remember him? Well done.
Yeah.
You don't know who Tommy Cooper is, but you remembered the octopus, Paul.
Yeah, like my footballing knowledge is quite elementary, but I got that
I
one.
love it. Right, here's a feature then. If you follow us, you will know we have a thing called the GPL, Guerrilla Prediction League. It's all about guessing the number of runs that are going to be scored in the day. How long do people have, Bear?
45 minutes for a T20.
First 45 minutes in a T20, guerrillacricket.com/competition, or just go to our website and go to competitions. You'll find it dead easily. It's £1 per estimate. I won't say guess because it's not. You've got to apply some skill. If you get it on the nose, you win the pot, and the pot just keeps getting bigger. So if no one gets it, it rolls over to the next game, and so on and so on and so on. So there's plenty of money to be won, and all you've got to do, and you can have as many goes as you like to guess how many runs are going to be scored in the game in total, i.e. the aggregate score together of both sides. So to help you out with joining or entering the GPL Guerrilla Prediction League, we're going to have every week GPL Gazing.
GPL Gazing.
GPL Gazing.
GPL Gazing.
So, Eden Gardens. Arian's already talked to us a little bit about the curator sporting pitches, expecting the top order to score heavy runs for both sides. Would be true of their first couple of games as well. There's been 102 batches at IPL games, although a couple were no results. Last year in the IPL, 7 games in all, KKR the home side in each case. 1 abandoned, KKR, the Knight Riders, 1-2, lost 4, so their home form wasn't great. But their 1 win, interestingly, was against the Sunrisers. Ooh, now here's a fact, just to change tack for us. Do you know the extraordinary fact about Knight Riders and Sunrisers last year, Arian?
No.
Right. So the Knight Riders absolutely smashed the Sunrisers by 80 runs. Then when they went to play the Sunrisers absolutely smashed KKR. And so in one season, when they played each other, it was the record IPL defeat ever for both teams. So KKR smashed the Sunrisers by their worst ever defeat, and then Sunrisers returned the compliment in the game. Anyway, so let me tell you, it's 7 games last year. The average first innings score was 165.
What at Eden Gardens?
Sorry, beg your pardon. The overall in 102 games, IPL games, it's 165. Last year it was 199. Which sounds more nearer the mark, remembering how the games go up. 200 was scored in 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, the highest score being 238 for 3 by, in fact, the Lucknow Super Giants. So you're looking upwards, you're looking likely towards a big score. Team batting first won 42%, team batting second 57% overall in the IPL. 67% it has been batting first, so potentially a batting first pitch. Quick look at the World Cup. There were 7 games at Eden Gardens. 156 was the average first innings score there, but remember the likes of Scotland, Italy, no disrespect as they say to those teams, because they remember Scotland got 207 4 to beat Italy. Let me see, the top score there was 207. It was, in fact, by Scotland. Team batting first won 4 times. So you did have some decent 200 scores, but overall the average there was lower. Let's look at recent scores for the two teams. The Knight Riders, their last 5 games, 220, 168, 179 for 6, 206 for 4, 204 for 9. That's kind of working backwards. Their average for score in the last 5 games, 195. 4 of those were batting first. If you look at the Sunrisers, they batted first in their last 3 games, 201 for 9, 278 for 3, 231 for 6, 206 for 4. And it was only 5 games ago against the Gujarat Titans that they dropped below 200. So they're averaging about 220 in their last five games. The combined average score for both those teams then in their last 5 games it comes in at about 208. So I reckon, chaps, if you're entering the GPL, and we highly recommend that you do, it's great fun, and you win some money, then you're going to be looking upwards of 190, and I would imagine potentially upwards of 200. But who knows?
That's a total for
On
the game.
The day, anything could happen.
Yeah, that's a total for the game, Tone. So you got me looking at upwards of 400.
Oh, 400, yeah, as a score. So yeah, thank you, 400. Very good.
Thank you. Don't give them 200. They'll all be going, what?
Yeah, well, 200. So, well, if the team batting first scores 200, to win, you've got to score.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're looking at around
aim high.
390 to 440 sort of deal, basically.
Aim high is the message. So I think we should be in for plenty of
lots of 6 jingles.
Indeed. So remember, GorillaCricket.com/competition. Just go to our website. You'll find competitions. You register. You estimate the number of runs to be scored in the game. It's £1 a go. If you get it on the nose, you win the pot, or you share the pot. If no one gets it, the pot just gets bigger and it's still there to be won. And our regular listeners often are on board with that and have a great time, often winning. But it's fun to do anyway. Right. Last thing to close. Now, every week we are going to test the brains or the knowledge. In one case, the depth, breadth, and sheer cavernous nature of Aryan's knowledge, and the less cavernous knowledge of the bear.
Virtually non-existent knowledge.
In IPL, we're going to have.
Come on in.
We are going to have the Bishop Baffler.
Do you like questions about the IPL? Tony's got one for you, the Bishop's Baffler.
And your Bishop Baffler to kick off our coverage this IPL season is: how many times has the IPL tournament winner, as a team, the team winning the IPL tournament, also won the Fair Play Award? How many times has the team winning the IPL tournament also won the Fair Play Award? Aryan, don't look it up.
Yeah. Okay, that's a lovely question.
How many editions of the IPL have there been?
No one's going to shoot you for getting this one wrong.
So as far as my memory goes back, I think when the tournament came into being, Chennai Super Kings had an excellent record of discipline and fair play and respect. So I think I would go with Chennai Super Kings, and they won it back to back in consecutive years. I think when the turn of the decade, I think around 2010-11.
I think if we talk, we're on air. So.
And the number would be.
Is it okay? We can talk. We're still right.
How many times?
Or do we got to wait for
the tournament?
We need to wait until the broadcast is off.
Fair Play Award.
Oh,
so
I
they've
see.
won the same,
Makes sense.
both
right.
awards in the
That's
same
fine.
season. So it's a number.
Yeah, so I'm going.
Hold on. You okay?
Oh, good.
Welcome back, peeps.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, Messi. Greetings all. In case you come back to watch the second part of the game, Bennett, Bear, and Messi Jess will be taking you to the next 7 overs of this interesting game, this low-scoring game. 159 for 6 Rajasthan Royals. Perhaps they'll be wondering they're good 30-40 runs short, but according to Tony, there's some red soil on the pitch.
Well, that's
Bear,
what we were
you heard of
talking.
that?
Well, yeah, that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the game. It's supposed to be slower and stickier, isn't it? So, is that the reason why the score was so low? We're about to find out.
And you're also having a bit of a change in the batting order for Lucknow as well. It's the promising Badoni who'll be opening the batting this time instead of Markham. Markham dropping in at dropping down to number 4. And do you think is that a bit of a concern taking into account Puran's form, or are they looking for a different kind of a start because they haven't really kind of clicked?
Well,
giving Badoni a chance top of the order?
Well, possibly, and maybe they're looking to find these players positions in the batting order where they will fulfill their potential, you know.
Exactly. And it's a 32nd game today. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, we got the lovely Messi Jess, who's going to keep us company on the media front. So keep him busy, keep us entertained, and don't forget those super chats. That keeps everybody going and keeps Bear smiling from where he's perched
Absolutely.
out there in. And as you know, we are sort of a cricket enthusiastic group of people who like to bring the game to you wherever you are on a voluntary basis. A lot of costs involved in setting up home in London to set the studio up and the rest of it. But keep us busy, keep us entertained, and don't forget those chats. So again, Archer, can he do it this time as well, Bear? First ball wicket on 3 or 4 occasions in the season.
Well, I'm sure he can do it again. Whether he does it today, I don't know. We should play his jingle, though, because it's a great one. And it goes like, well, I'll play it after the first ball.
Jafar Archer, first ball of the Lucknow Super Giants innings. He nearly got another one. He just crept through the bat of Mitchell Marsh, who was looking back to see if his stumps were shattered. A grin on Jafar Archer's face. In-swinging Yorker, beautiful delivery. It was swung in onto the toes, Bear. Dream first delivery?
Yeah, he got a little bit of bat on it, didn't he? If he hadn't got a bat on it, it would have hit his pads and there'd have been an almighty shot for LBW, which probably would have been out.
Would have been, definitely. Mitchell Marsh was probably wondering, how did I survive? Archer, first over in 4 times. He's taken wickets in the very first delivery. This one's pitched uppishly, driven towards the mid-off area, and there is no chance of run. Good start by Archer, Bear.
Absolutely. Let's get some jingles in.
Go for it.
Break your helmet, break your heart. Hotter than lava, cooler than Bogart. In your face, at your stumps, on your toes, on your mum.
Archer comes teaming in, bowls this one's outside the off stump, and that's over pitched and driven handsomely through the extra cover area for the first boundary of the innings.
Well, that's a good shot. Bit over pitch, bit wide. From this batsman.
Why are the selectors always picking me?
Because your name's Mitch Marsh and you look funny.
Why are the selectors always picking me?
Your batting at 6 is a tragedy.
Why are the selectors always picking me?
James Booker finds it's a bad comedy.
Why are the selectors always picking me?
You paid the selectors a truckload of money.
So he got the punishment that he deserved. Beautiful jingle there for Mitchell Marsh. This one's outside the off stump, and again he drives this one uppishly past the bowler's head. Another boundary, 2 boundaries in a row after a dream start for Archer. Yeah.
1, 3,
So the equation, 152 to win in 116 deliveries. Rajasthan Royals made 159 for 6, and Mitchell Marsh has got Lucknow Super Giants onto 8 without any loss of wickets. A bit of a shuffle in the batting order today. Badoni coming up to open the batting with Marsh, And Aidan Markham has been pushed down the order at number 4 to consolidate for Nicholas Puran's loss of form, I presume. This one's pushed into the covers, and the batters have enough time to scramble through for a quick single.
Yeah, one presumes so. I'd like to see Puran gain some form back. That'd be nice. I always liked him as a batsman, but he's scored bugger all runs in 5 innings so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, it is.
It looked very woeful last time we watched him last week.
Yeah, we did together. He looked woefully out of form.
That's
the thing. I mean, being out of form is different, but he looked woefully out of form. Not knowing where his off stump was, and really, it was not pleasing to the eye whatsoever. Let's hope, for the sake of LSG, that he finds some form. Badoni in his new position here. This is on a shorter length. There's a confusion between the two batters, and he's out. Badoni pushed this one towards the square leg, was not looking at the partner. He was ball watching, wandering away for a walk and a tea and a cup of tea and a biscuit, and the fielder there on the location pouncing on the ball, breaking the stumps at the striker's end, and Lucknow Super Giants unnecessarily in a spot of bother, losing their first wicket with the score on 9 at the end of the first over.
Well, that was bloody stupid. I've got to find the right jingle for this.
He called me for a single and my stump shattered. Do don't run, 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 do don't run, run.
And he just set off for the single, didn't he? He didn't even think about where the fielder was. Marsh was like, nah, and he was stranded mid-pitch. So that didn't work out very well, did it, Bennett?
Not at all. Not at all. Unfortunate for young Badoni, who's promising IPL career on this occasion. This experiment not paying off.
No.
Do we have any comments? Anything on the media, Jess?
Everybody is still having their nap.
Mid-innings nap.
Yep. Nothing for 20 minutes.
Oh dear. Perhaps some of them not even aware that we are on air, just doing the midweek, covering the midweek games. But anyway, here we go.
I put out a couple of messages to remind people, but you can't make them come.
No.
Yeah, sure they'll come in.
Oh, so new batsman is going to be this guy.
Rishabh Pant, a promising captain for Lucknow. Can he bring his talent and his experience into the party today? This one short. Mitchell Marsh pushes this one towards the cover area, and the batters go through for a single. Marsh, an experienced campaign as well, T20 captain for Australia. Rishabh Pant has played international cricket for a very, very long time. Badoni ball watching on the last ball of the previous over. Very unfortunate there. It was Ravi. Is he a substitute fielder? Ravi picked up.
What, Bishnoi?
No, the one who
I don't know.
And broke the stumps. Not sure who that is. Anyway, so we don't know who the fielder who threw the stumps down, but he did. And that was the end of Badoni, and Lucknow Super Giants losing their first wicket is Nandre Berger. Left arm over the wicket.
God, I haven't seen him for a while.
Bowls and a bit of a hike there by Pant. Didn't really give himself the chance to know what's going on in true Rishabh Pant style. He was ball watching, wasn't he, Badoni, on that occasion? Not looking at his partner. He was
not at all, wasn't he? He just watched the ball in the outside. But Marsh said no pretty quickly.
That is dreadful batting in the second over. You
first
take
over,
two
last ball of the first over.
Oh, take 2 steps back outside the leg. No, I don't mean the running. I mean Richard Pant's shot. It was just appalling. You know, to take it steps outside the leg stumps and just swipe. He's better than that.
You're right. Berger bowls. This again gives himself room and does an ugly agricultural hike, which he is known for as well, as much as the lovely strokes that he plays in between the hikes and the agricultural work that he does. This one's Lucknow Super Giants looking on the back foot a little bit now after that wicket, and Andre Berger certainly looking quite good there, Bear.
Yeah, pretty. First ball was 143 clicks. He's got a jingle that goes like this. Over to you, Bennett.
Oh, and Pant is gone on the next deliveries. Andre Berger, the bowls, and Pant's got an edge. Goes straight through. He's not looking comfortable at all. He's looking to hoik that one. He goes without troubling the scorers. And his Lucknow Super Giants in all kinds of trouble with the score around 10.
Yes, yeah, well, it was what Messi said. It was a complete hoik. And I think he's just feathered it on the toe end.
Yeah, I mean, God, if an under 9 did that, you'd say it was pretty stupid.
Very true. Where are you, Bennett? You look like you out on a balcony in a back garden or something.
Yeah, no, I'm on my veranda actually.
Very nice,
overlooking the garden. Yeah, thank you. We just started
It
the pond complete 2 days ago.
If you can. If you squint a little bit, you could imagine you're actually overlooking a cricket ground, and you're actually on a balcony.
These are the advantages of living in Wales.
Well, yes.
The reason why I moved out of London.
Well, you picked a day when the sun was actually shining, eh?
It's going to be nice this week. It's not particularly warm. It's only about 15 degrees. It's quite windy.
Yeah. But this place
better
where
than
I'm
here.
sitting,
It's 8 degrees here.
really, I mean, the place where I'm sitting, it's a lot more warmer than outside because of the way it's done. It's like glass composition. But anyway, Aidan Markham is almost like opening the batting, isn't he?
Well, there you go. Yeah, only 10 balls later. Let's give him a jingle.
It's almost like Mitchell Marsh has been facing 9 balls and he comes in, to get strike.
Exactly.
Oh, what a disaster.
You can talk over this one.
Sure. And it's Andre Berger bowls this one. Oh, beautiful delivery again. A dream delivery on Midland leg and goes on with the swing and the curve that is got at 146 miles per hour. Beautiful bowling by Andre Berger. He didn't know much about that.
No.
Great first delivery. Welcome to the crease, Aidan Markham, he says.
Well, yeah, it seemed to go a little bit off the seam as well, didn't it? Went away from him. Great delivery.
Indeed. He's really looked the shape, hasn't he? The kind of player that any team would go for. Left arm, tall, got good pace. This one's on the back foot. He covers the swing. Markham pushes this one towards the short mid-wicket area. No chance of a run. The end of over number 2. And LSG 10 for 2, chasing a target of 159. What have you got, Messi?
Clips Guy is with us. He says, holy shit, I forgot it was Wednesday. Lucky Six says, give one to Jofra. He gave them the fear. And Ajit Skandar says, the lack of comments isn't due to a midweek snooze, but a mid-tourney snooze, one feels.
Well,
Lucky Six says, yeah, that and Jay not having a Wi-Fi in his shed.
True. Well, I mean, the problem is this competition. We're not even halfway through it, are we? It's been going on
almost halfway through.
Well, exactly. But this is our fourth one, so we've been going 4 weeks and we're not even halfway through. I mean, it's a T20 competition, for fuck's sake.
It's probably the most coveted T20 tournament in the globe at the moment. This one's on the back foot, pushes this one towards the mid-wicket area, and they go through for a single. Rishabh Pant looked like a farmer, wasn't he? In the few balls that he was there, it looked so ugly.
Red.
It was unfortunate. He didn't really take the responsibility. I think a lot of pressure on the team now. They've got themselves in a good position, and here they are. Got them into a bit of a tangle. Go on then, Bear.
I was going to say, hold on, after this ball, go on.
Over pitch, driven towards mid-on straight. Pressure building up. Just the one in the last few deliveries. Go on, Bear.
Well, I was just thinking, we had a 20-team World Cup, did we not? And there was only 46 games in that, or 50?
Yeah.
This is a 10-team fucking tournament, and there's going to be 60 odd games.
Is it 10 teams? And
Yeah,
this
it's
is
10 teams this year.
There's a 30-second game that we're playing
Yeah.
today, so you can imagine.
Exactly.
Sort of, yeah.
Tedium.
It has been indeed, but here you go. We are still here and giving you the ball by ball for a reason. Short, steep bounce there, and close to a wide there, Bear.
Yeah,
Lucky
they're
to
not
get away.
given.
Lucky to get away, you reckon?
Yeah, Mitch Marsh is a tall lad.
He is indeed. They followed him as well. It's a good tournament here for Jofra Archer. And in case you're wondering what's happening with this tournament, LSG second from the last, and Rajasthan Royals are number 4. In case you want to know what's going on, the top 4 qualify for the semi-finals. This one's on a good length and very correctly played by Markham, not taking any chances. 4 balls gone, no runs scored by Markham.
Exactly. I mean, I do think they should have it. I don't know. I mean, there's too many games. The IPL's too long.
The fastest bowlers in this tournament, Nokia have 146, Archer has got 140. The highest, Robert has got a 141. Hazelwood, Jamie Overton, Berger, Prasid Krishna, Ashok, they're all in the top 10, the fastest bowlers. Surprised to see that Archer's only number 3.
Well, that's average speeds, isn't it?
I know, I think it's the fastest ball.
No, that was average.
Average, oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, this one's
Yes.
on midland leg, and he lifts this one. He didn't get hold of it, and another
Jeez.
wicket goes. Another 1 point in the dust. And Markham, his 5-ball vigil has gone. He's skied this one straight in the air for Dhruv Joel to take the catch behind the wicket. Archer strikes with his first wicket, and LSG lose their 3rd wicket with a score on 11, in all kinds of trouble now.
Fuck off! Just fuck off! On your bike, mate.
When it rains, it pours. So as the saying goes, Bear.
Well,
Three
indeed,
for 11.
they're 11 for 3, and Mitch Marsh is on 11.
He's silently watching from the non-strikers and the drama unfold. Sorry.
Well, everything depends on him, doesn't it?
Well,
I mean,
and Poran now as well, who's woefully out of form, as we discussed earlier.
Yeah. So it's got to be a miracle to take them through. We know the wonder boy Mukul Chowdhury, who single-handedly won the game for them, is due next, and thereafter Mohammad Shami batting at number 7.
Well, according to that,
Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe that?
Well, they'll bring in an impact player, won't they?
They'll have to. They'll have to. But Mohammad Shami at 7, Masheen Khan, Prince Yadav, Digdish Rathi and Mayanka, they can't bat. If Shami is batting at number 7, you could imagine what the others are. So this pair is a make or break situation for LSG. Bear.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking, who are their impact subs? Potentials. Have to go and see.
Tell you.
Right. Okay, so its new batter is Nicholas Puran, the former West Indian who captained the T20 and the 50 over side. He's been woefully out of form. One of the most sought after players in the T20 circuit around the globe. Has had a miserable IPL so far. What can he do to bring some stability to this order? Abdul Samad is not playing, I think. He's been dropped. He could be potentially one. This wayward outside the leg stump. And wide call. Dhruv Joel did well to pick that ball up. Yeah?
Yeah. It's well, they're bowling at decent pace. That's down the leg side. It's high and wide to his right. So I can't.
He's a short man.
I can tell you the impact bench for Lucknow is Himat Singh, George Linder, Siddhartha M, Matthew Britsky, and Abdul Samad.
Abdul Samad. So I'm hoping it'll be Abdul Samad, but he's been not really done much as well in the matches that he played.
Well, last week they brought in George Linder, didn't they? And he was hopeless.
Yeah, I can understand.
He
This
scored
one,
no
good
runs
looking.
and got hit around the park as a bowler as well.
Good looking shot, over pitched and tucked away beautifully past the short mid wicket area by Nicholas Puran to get off the mark. Could this be the beginning of a finding the form process?
He needs
Four
to.
on the floor, and one more four than the four. That's what fours are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Didn't hit that too sweetly, though, did he? But he had enough on it.
Did.
Quick
He got enough
outfield.
on it. Yeah. 16 for 3 over number 3. Messi, what have you got?
Sorry, we haven't got anything new since the end of the last over. Yeah, it's quiet.
Come on,
It's quiet.
everybody there. If you're up and watching, tell us what you think. Who do you think is going to win this time's IPL? And who do you think is going to be the one who's going to make the biggest impact in this round?
Ricky Ponting. Well, I mean, Ricky Ponting's got one strategy and it's working very well.
Nonderberger bowls. This one's good length on the front foot, back to the ball, no chance of run. And what strategy is that, Messi?
Just get a whole lot of big hitters into your team and hope that enough of them come off to make a big score.
Who's he
And it's
managing?
Punjab.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's. I mean, Shreyas Iyer to me is one of the best captains in India. And with KKR, he won the title, but Gautam Gambhir took all the credit for it, and there was some dispute there, and he left. And last year, Punjab came down all the way, didn't they? Before they lost in the finals. Short
Yeah.
on the back foot goes Marsh, punches this one, pulls this one towards the deep wicket area for another boundary. He's looking good.
Yeah.
26
Yeah.
for 3.
I love watching Mitch Marsh bat when he's in form because he combines really hitting with some beautiful shots as well.
Pump muscle, isn't it? Some of the shots he plays.
Some of them, yeah, but he can when he times it, drives. His off drive is glorious.
20 for 3.
Like his
Mitchell
brother's on drive was glorious. You know?
Sean. Oh, sure, he was good, wasn't he? They're pretty close knit as a family, I hear. And that's
Yes.
the first boundary of Berger's bowling. This one short, looking to hike this one on the onside, didn't get hold of it at a good pace, almost hitting 140. Berger 1 for 5. Mitchell Marsh 15 of 10. Puran got the boundary off his very first delivery he faced. He's on strike now. Berger's had a great IPL so far. Bear?
Well, he looks quick. I mean, he played for South Africa, didn't he? A few years back.
Yeah. He played a bit.
I mean, he's a typical South African, isn't he? Tall, hits the deck hard, bowls quick, strong. You know.
Yeah, they've got some nice.
Everything that attributes to a South African fast bowler.
Yeah. This one's pushed into the covers on the defensive mode, and the batters rotate the strike. I think the key will be for Puran to stay there as long as he can, watch the ball as long as he can, and rotate the strike, and perhaps give Mitchell Marsh the strike, and then bat himself into form.
Well, absolutely. I mean, they have only got to chase 150 odd, haven't they? I mean, in the T20, that's quite a small score.
Yeah.
They can be quite behind the break with 5 to go. I mean, well, certainly with 7 to go, they could be, 70, 80. If they were on 80, 90 after 13 overs, just still think if these two were still there, they had a good chance of winning.
Exactly. Aiden Markham and Mitchell Marsh didn't really click together as an opening combination, and hence a bit of change today, not really paying off. This one's driven on the up by Mitchell Marsh. He didn't get a hold of that. It goes back to the bowler. No chance of a run. Over number 4 with 22 for 3 at the moment. Just under 6 and over. The required run rate is also around 9, 8.5 to 9. Current run rate is just under 6, so they're still in the game. They just need a long partnership there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, in a low-scoring game,
Berger balls,
exactly
and
that.
again defensively played towards the mid-on area. No chance of run. End of over number 4, chasing a victory target of 159. LSG at 22 for 3 at the end of 4.
Well, Pirate Vengeful says, without wanting to be going all existentialist, Does it really matter who wins?
Well, that's the
well,
point.
You can say that of any sporting competition ever, of course. It's all a matter of perspective. Lucky Six says, a lot of water has gone under the Archer Bridge. I used to think he was a mistake and an expensive gimmick. He has come through bad luck and bad management and completely turned me into a fan. Yeah, he's a bloody good bowler. He really
is. And certainly when he came back last summer, he certainly looked rusty when they brought him back into the Test side.
Yeah.
But I think he bowled fantastically in the Ashes with not a lot of luck before he got injured. And then, of course, once he was...
Can you imagine they changed the immigration rules just to get him in?
Well, yeah, exactly. And he won the World Cup for us, so...
Oh, dear. And cost a couple of guys' career as well.
David Willey, wasn't it?
David Willey and Liam Punker, didn't they? This one's pushed into the mid-wicket area, and there is no chance of a run in that World Cup.
Not Liam Plunkett. Liam Plunkett carried on, played on, didn't he? I mean, he was in the World Cup.
He was in the World Cup. You're right. Yeah.
He was very important. He was that fifth bowler who hit the deck hard with a slower ball than cutters. He was very effective.
Jamie Overton now, aren't they? They hit the deck kind of bowler.
Yeah.
Now that's what we're looking for. Yeah. This one's again a good delivery on a good length. On the front foot goes Nicholas Pooran. He's searching for form. Yeah, he's on 5 of 4 deliveries. It'll be good to get bat on ball from the middle of the bat to get some confidence in. And it's Jofra Archer bowling. The third over. He's bowling continuously now. Rian Parag trying to get a couple of wickets. He knows another wicket here, and they're already in the game in a big way, because their batting is looking quite thin. Both these teams have looked quite thin with their batting from numbers A7, 8 onwards.
Well, yeah, but the thing about T20, really, I mean, you've got to have bowling stocks. I mean, you've got to rely on your top order should get most of the runs.
Good delivery there. Archer short, fuming, fast and furious at 148.8 kilometers an hour. Nicholas Pooran watches this go by. Sorry, Bev, finish what saying.
Well, I was just saying, I mean, you can't have too many batsmen in an ODI and in a T20 side. I mean, you've only got 20 overs. You should be expecting your top 6 and 7 to get most of the runs. I mean,
but then you have games like today, right, where both teams have lost early wickets. So you would expect the bowlers to be able to at least wheel the willow a little bit. Not to be batters, but
yeah, but I mean,
Shami coming in at 7, for me, that's an issue.
Well, yeah, me too, but I don't think he will come in at 7. He was carded at 8 last week, and he came in at 10. So, you know.
Short again, 149 there, short and racing. Jurel doing well, short man. Ruud Jurel does really well to pick that up at that pace. Archer steaming away there.
He's looking good, isn't he? It's good to see him back on prime form.
He's got his rhythm there. So 3 balls gone here, no runs taken in this over so far. That's wide, sorry, earlier on. So 148, 147, 149 and 148 kilometers per hour, hitting the 90s and above. Jofra Archer, 4 balls gone there. Sorry, no wide. 4 balls in this over, no run. Balls and Nicholas Pooran didn't know much about that. Looking to tuck this away. He didn't get the proper part of the bat. He's lucky he didn't actually balloon on him. This one's pushed into the covers. No chance of a run. So trying time. A baptism of fire at the crease. Beautiful smooth run up, isn't it? By Jofra Archer.
Yeah, he doesn't put a lot of effort in. It's all whip, and
he's so straight there. If you look at it, his front foot is not bending. His arm's coming right up. His head is still, but head could be a little bit more closer to his arm, I think.
We have a super chat on the way.
I lined up the jingle already.
Last ball, and again another maiden over. This is a good over, third over from Jofra Archer, played on the front foot by Pooran. Back to the bowler, no chance of end of over number 5, 22 for 3, and Messi, sorry, what have you got? Super chat.
Super chat game.
Well, Brian in Brisbane, but not in Brisbane, has sent us $5. He says, Hola, from Malaga, Spain. Where is Bennett with all that sun behind him? He's in Wales, believe it or not.
Cardiff?
It's the one sunny day of the year in Wales.
Dear me.
You got
Come
lucky.
to Wales, guys. Come to Wales. Beautiful part of UK. Not like London. I was joking. Only the one, Messi?
Only the one, but
Thank
a good
you,
one.
Brian. Thank you for your super chat. Keep them coming in, guys. If you're wondering what's going on here. Bear, what's happening here?
What's happening here? They're having just a switch between overs, and Andre Berger's coming in.
Andre Berger bowls again. He's continuing to bowl. The 6th over and 3 overs on the trot. He's given away 1 for 7. This one's tucked, and the batters go through for a single. Puran lacking in confidence here, playing out a maiden over from Jofra Archer. He knows that he can really take them through if he survives. The key is he's got to be there. This is the key. LSG will be hoping that that'll be the case. And the next man in is Mukul Chowdhury, who won the game for us single-handedly in one of the games before. Did you watch the game, Bear?
No.
This boy can hit. Short on the back foot, searching for that bat-on ball, Puran. You could see, right? You could see how he's searching for it, guys. So he's certainly not really seeing the ball as well. His body was not close to the bat. He's looking to search for that ball. Not a good sign for him. He must back himself to do. There you are. It's not close to the bat, the body. So he's searching for that. Not a good sign. But let's see what he can come out with. Berger looking good. These two fast bowlers have certainly made this a great outing for LSG. This one's on the midland leg. On the back foot goes Puran. Tucks it away towards the square leg area. The batters go through for 1. Mitchell Marsh silently watching on the other side, 16 off 13.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, Marsh started off very aggressively, but now he's probably got to pull his head in a little bit because of the 3 quick wickets.
Yeah, he can't afford to get out.
He can't. And the pressure as well, isn't it? One side is the runs, the other side is the wickets. So the experience, these two are very experienced campaigners. They've been around for a while. There's been overpitched and he deposits this one long and high and wide into the mid-wicket stance for another 6.
Wow. That's what he's capable of. I mean, he's a very big and very strong bloke, is Mitch Marsh. I mean, when he hits it, it goes a long bloody way.
Yeah, it's so powerful.
Bison, don't they?
Yeah. We have another super chat coming, by the way.
Well, okie dokie.
We'll wait for the over finishes. It's the equation now then looking a little bit better. 22 off 14 for Mitchell Marsh. It's 30 for 3. And this was a good delivery, beautiful delivery there. It was on the off stump and it left him as he was left wondering what was going on. A great delivery by Berger. He certainly looked good, the finished article, didn't he, Bear?
No, he certainly does. He's looking good today. I haven't seen him for a while, actually.
But so late. It's moving so late on middle and off. Andre Berger, I wonder how he's not playing for South Africa. Do they have a left-arm opening bowler?
Yeah, Marco Jansen, don't they?
Oh, yeah, Marco Jansen, yeah.
They've got a pretty well set attack these days, haven't they?
Yeah.
Ngidi as well as in Rabada.
Yeah, it's basically Ngidi, Rabada and Jansen plus any other, isn't it?
Berger bowls and this one's pushed into the covers and the batters go through for 1. Over number 6 completed, 31 for 3.
So we have another super chat from Brian in Brisbane. Thank you so much, Brian. Since it's another $5, he says, Archer bowling fast for 3 overs. Is this where he has ended up? Fast for not many overs, then not seen again for a while. Will he play tests again? I'm sure he will.
Yeah. He'll be back for the summer. I mean, he was playing in the Ashes, wasn't he? And then he got a slight injury. I think had England still been in the Ashes, he would have probably stayed out there, actually, taken a test off and may well have played in Sydney, but we'd lost it by then, so it doesn't matter.
Lockie 6 says, bet its Welsh accent is pretty obvious.
Oh dear. That was not really meant to be the way it was, right?
Ryan Daly says, low-scoring matches generally bring about exciting finishes. Becomes really boring and less interesting with the high scores. Thanks for the commentary, guys. Appreciate it, really. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Ryan, that's very kind of you.
we change now, or do we change?
No, we got another over. It's because there's short start for the second
We're doing
half.
7 overs.
7 overs, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was 6, and then fine, great. So one more over on this team, the dream team here, the Three Musketeers, guys. If you've been enjoying it, let us know what you think. It's Brijesh on a good length and a good line, good start, 135.5. How do these boys come in and just get it right on the money, Bear?
They're professionals.
For me,
They're professionals, Bennett. They're professionals.
Indeed, that's what they're paid to do, aren't they?
Exactly.
But anyway, Brijesh, this boy's quite been impressive as well. A few games that I've watched him. He's bowled well within himself. Yeah, well within himself he's bowled. Rajasthan Royals have a good side if they can really get the top 3 or 4 firing, at least 1 or 2 of them. This one's over pitch driven by Mitchell Marsh into the deep extra cover area, and the batters go through for a single. Marsh, the key man for LSG, 24 of 18. Puran, 6 of 10. He's had a boundary off the very first ball, so he's just scored 2 runs in the next 8 balls. Painstaking knock, painful viewing. It must be quite anguishing for him himself. But Lucknow still have a chance here. 160 to win. So they still got plenty of time. 13 overs remaining with around 130 runs to get. So still around 9-ish kind of an over, but they've got the batters who can take them through, roll back in the pavilion. These two and Mukesh Chowdhury, the key for them. This one's on a good length outside the off stump. Puran goes on the front foot, pushes this one into the covers. No chance of a run. Come in, Bear.
Yeah, well, he looks hesitant to take a chance, doesn't he? That's the thing about Nicholas Puran. I mean, fine, that's a lovely forward defensive, but this is T20 cricket. You can't be doing that. You got. I mean, they have bowled well in the first 6 overs. They put a lot of pace on the ball. When you're bowling up at 90 miles an hour, it doesn't matter really who you are. It's if you can get it over 90 miles an hour, batsman doesn't really get a lot of time.
Brijesh bowls short, and that's why it's a freebie for him. There's a good chance for Puran. He capitalizes on that. Freebie short outside the leg stump. He swirls and smacks this one towards the deep square leg area for a boundary. 36 for 3.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Boundary, Bear, you giving it?
Yeah, I am. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So Puran moves up to 10 of 11. That's a bad ball. Brijesh was looking good the first few deliveries. A loose delivery outside the leg stump, and Puran capitalizing on that. And this comes in short, and he goes on the back foot, pushes this one again. He cannot get it past the bowler. Puran 10 of 13, 139 miles per hour on that occasion. Just the last ball of this over. We're going to have a change after this. An extended run this time because of shorter personnel. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary. Keep tuning in. Don't forget the super chats and keep engaging with your comments and thoughts. Last ball, Brijesh bowling to Nicholas Puran, and this one's over pitch driven by Puran, and he beats the fielders there. Again over pitch on the slot for him, and he drives it handsomely between extra cover and mid off for another boundary. And that is the end of over number 7, 40 for 3. Messi, please come in quickly before we do a change.
Yeah. Well, we're short of 2 commentators at the moment. Bear, do you need to let anybody in?
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah, it's... Lucky Six says, I hope Abe is enjoying the sun. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Abe is
our dog.
Is that your son?
Yes, he is indeed. No, that's our doggy.
A dog, all right.
Yes, well, he is
Okay.
indeed. He's actually out on the pond, walking around on the other side. Yes, he is. Thank you.
Well, we got Raj now. If he unmutes himself, it would be better.
Hello.
That's it.
If you stay on, Messrs, that might be for now until Sanchi Do you know Lucknow apparently has the tallest clock tower in India?
Do you know what? I knew that because the person who did the rotors for Gorilla Cricket put that in a message today, and I thought, wow,
Well, yes.
the things he knows.
Even I was not aware of that.
Which clearly Sanchi can't see from her window. Otherwise she'd know she's supposed to be on with us right now. It was going to be her social debut as well. All very exciting.
Oh dear.
Hello, Raj. How are you? Are you well?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, actually. I'm not too bad. I'm looking at power play scores. I mean, 31 for 3 is pretty dismal. 44 for 3 was hardly upper echelons, which is what the Rajasthan Royals got. But 31 for 3 is very much in the bargain basement department of power play scores, isn't it? Whether you're batting first or second.
Yes, and I think we have had.
Well, it's piss poor.
Piss poor. That would be, yes. I think that it is most definitely piss poor. Let's have a look. I'm just trying to have a quick look, if I can, at other power play scores for the Super Giants. Hold on 1 second. I thought I had those somewhere. I have them, I thought. They're going to be here. There we are.
So tune in to Gorilla Cricket to hear the Bishop talking to himself.
You should come and live with me if you want to hear me talking to myself.
Oh, no, thank you. I appreciate the offer.
Either me or the Cats. Right, so this season, what have they done? 65 for 1, that was batting second. 35 for 1 against RCB batting first. That's not very good. That was in Bengaluru. 60 for 2, 56 for 2, 53 for 1. None of them have been runaway scores. They've all been a little bit sort of middling, haven't they, really?
Yeah.
For the Super Giants. Now, here is a man we know who's had has he had a sort of a shorter cropped haircut these days? It is, of course, we'll give him a jingle in a minute. That's rather edged as he reached for it by Richard Marsh. It's Ravindra Jadeja. I always find that Jadeja I can say, Ravindra I can say. When I have to put them together, it sounds like I've got my wrong teeth in. This one's clipped nicely away by Marsh down to mid-wicket. He will get a single. Hopefully we can jingle up our Jadeja, which would be very handy indeed. Surely we have him. Bear has no excuse for suddenly going.
We need to be quick because he will finish his over.
Well, he will. Here he is.
They need a more controlled Jadeja's on.
This one again is forcing Puran onto the back foot. He's having a shocking tournament, but at least he's got himself off to a start today. He's got a single there, brings Marsh back on to strike. 42 for 3 the score. The target 160. That's they're currently going at just over 5.5. They need nearly 10. So the acceleration needs to come at some point. That's a fine ball. It's just a single. Forced Mitchell Marsh this time onto the back foot, and he can steer it to mid-off, but not much more. This partnership, though, is 32 off 30, which does represent a recovery from the dire straits of 31 for 3. That's slanted across the left-handed Puran, and all he can do is push it into the offside. There is no run. So still 43 for 3. That's pulled nicely. But there's a man at backward square. It will just be a single. Puran will move on to 16. The score to 44 for 3. And Mitchell Marsh will be back on to strike.
No. I mean, it's the end of the over.
Oh, it is. I beg your pardon. 44 for 3. Well, back to Messers then.
Well, Leah says it's England in a test match territory, or as England fans say, 30-something for 3. Not great, but also not the worst I've seen. Speaking of which, words you said reminded me, Tony, when you said there is no run. There's a very sought-after T-shirt that has that very saying on it, which is available through the Gorilla Cricket merchandise store.
Or
to which
you can get the Shit Gets Wickets T-shirt. and amongst many
Indeed.
others. Fridge
Yeah,
magnets,
and
stickers, you name it, mugs.
There's a link on the YouTube notes. You can just click on that and it'll take you to our store. So give it a go.
Well, you can also follow us on Patreon. Heaps of benefits for that. Ravi Bishnoi, who's coming on to replace Prajesh Sharma, was just gently juggling the ball back and forwards and managed to drop it. So all the work he'd done seems to have been ruined. In he comes, very idiosyncratic action, quite square on after a little round trip to the wicket. And he should be, I don't think they would have got a run there. It was fielded short. Oh, they did. Way into the short cover, and they were still able to scamper a quick single. So the score moves on to 45. Yeah, Puran scores, gosh, 8, 1, 13, 19, 1 and 9. It's hardly setting the world on fire, Raj.
No.
Yes.
Pulled it back for a square. Come back for 2. Good running. Nearly a collision.
Yes. I mean, Puran has been in awful form since the last IPL. He hasn't, scored enough runs. So yes, this is quite an important match for him and also for Lucknow. So we'll see, if he can win this game for the Super Giants.
Both these teams lost their last game. In fact, I think the last 2. That one's just shoveled away by Mitchell Marsh down to long on. They take a single. Let's see what we can find about Ravi Bishnoi. Here he is. How many plays? He's had to play a few this season. So we'll tell you about what kind of form he's been in. He's gone for 4 off this over. And there's a shout for a caught behind, but given as a wide, Bishnoi thinks he was half tempted to shout for a catch. I think that was a feeble attempt, Raj, just to try to not have the wide given.
Yeah.
What do you make of his action, though? It's idiosyncratic, to say the least, isn't it?
I mean, yes, he has a flatter trajectory. He's not the the leg spinner. The wrong ones are his short deliveries. For Ravi Bishnoi, and yeah.
Fast leg breaks, sliders and googlies. Oh, Sanchi has arrived, messers.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Okay. I'll catch you later.
Hello there.
She's back. Clearly can't see the tallest clock tower in India. Even no matter how tall it is, it's in Lucknow and you're in Delhi.
Yeah, currently in Punjab now.
Oh, you're in Punjab, where clearly they don't have any way of telling the time.
Definitely. No, but I reached this time for sure. Like, I was just waiting to be added on this.
Oh, I can tell you that's only partially true, because when I got up to sit down and carry a start, you were not there. However, you may have been very quickly after. 49.3, 49.43 is where we are after 8.5. The idiosyncratic but smiling Ravi Bishnoi will be bowling to the left-handed Nicholas Puran. Around he comes. Slapped straight to short extra. A tree is planted, no run added to the score, and it's 49.43.
I think for each dot ball, I think you have 19 trees being planted.
Well, that's got to be a good thing.
Yeah.
That one is cut. Now, did they? I'm not sure they ran that. I think they might have started the run and then turned back. So good for the planet, not so good for the score. I think you're going to be quite busy, Sanchi. There's a few messages coming in.
I was going to say, like, in the last time as well, I couldn't do socials because I just said that it's easier in the studio. So I'm not sure how to kind of...
as well as not having clocks, do you have email there? Because I did send you the link to the Guerrilla Cricket channel. This one's cut.
But I saw that, but I joined from the link, the other link, the Guerrilla. So do you reckon I joined from the YouTube one? I wasn't sure.
No, you just have you got another device that was cut? There was
maybe you can open YouTube on your phone and then you can.
I was going to say, like,
that
let me
would
just
be
try that
the
out.
way to do it. Little on-air production notes.
Okay.
Okay. One of which I can tell you while you look is suggesting that
Yeah.
I'm making such a fuss about this that I should be buying you a watch.
Please, actually.
Which I think is spending my money a little
See,
bit,
it's there. It's right there.
unnecessarily. Right, we're going to see a bit more Jadeja. The 50 is up for the Super Giants, but they need to put the hammer down a little bit, and they haven't been able to do it so far. It's 50 for 3 off 9. The required rate is exactly 10 if they want to get where they need to be. This one's worked away square. They will come back to for a hasty 2. So at least that was some decent running.
Yeah, I mean, Nicholas Puran should be targeting this over because he has the matchup in his favor. So left arm bowler bowling to a left-hander. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. It seems to make perfect sense. I mean, the fact is, I mean, they'll be looking at that rate and knowing they have to accelerate. Puran possibly will also be conscious that he has to slightly play himself in. He leaves that thinking it was going to be a wide, not according to the umpire. So it should be a dot ball. Yes, it is. I mean, we're looking at low score territory. We'll just wait a minute as Jadeja's in. Nudged to a fairly deep set mid-wicket, which is Ravi Bishnoi, who, in the true tradition of anyone who's just bowled an over, gets to have to...
No, it's not Ravi.
Oh, it's not Bishnoi? No, it's not.
It's Ravi Singh.
Ah, it's another Ravi, but the wrong Ravi.
Yeah, and another Ravi is bowling, Ravindra Jadeja.
Wait, oh, well, there you go. Indeed. Jadeja's having a real go there. He absolutely... It was a misfield. That's gone straight up in the air. Puran has run out of patience. It's going to drop, is it? It's going to drop straight into the arms of the fielder at long on, and very straight long on. Comfortably taken. And it means, well, it's been an improvement for Nicholas Puran, but from a comparatively low bar. He's gone for 22. He realised that he had to crack on with things there. The wily Jadeja has done the job, forcing him into a 4-stroke. And what's he doing? He's pointing at the fielder who took the catch, and he's putting... Oh, he got... Okay. I think the message is I've got that batsman in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which indeed he has. It was Donovan Ferreira, who was the Sunshine Superman, who took the catch. Ravi Jadeja, the bowler, who clearly, I think that was a plan, wouldn't you say, Raj?
Yeah, I think so. And again, that was not over pitched. Probably, had it been an over pitched ball, probably that ball would have gone into the stands. And I think this is the impact sub for Lucknow Super Giants, Himmat Singh.
It is Himmat Singh, who's the impact sub.
Yeah.
I always think that brings with it a fair degree of extra pressure. I.e., you haven't been asked to go out and field for your team, so the one thing you have been asked to do, you need to actually try and do well, is sort of one of the implications of that role. We're going to jingle him. Well, I say we're going to jingle him up. He says that without not a huge amount of optimism, if I'm honest. No, we don't have Himmat. So what we will have is this.
Generic IPL guy. IPL guy. Does he bowl? Does he bat? Is he a keeper in a hat? No. Generic IPL guy.
Jadeja in. Himmat just nudges it down to mid-on and will get himself a single. So he's off and running. That's the first barrier crossed if you're the impact sub. Not being out first ball, that is a really bad look.
Yeah.
If your job is to make an impact, it's actually in your title. It's in your job role and job description. And you get a naught. That's never good. Edged and one bounce. Mitchell Marsh, a bit loose outside the off stump. It's the end of the over. It's 55 for 4. Himat new to the crease. He's on 1. He's made a small impact so far. 29 off 24 for Mitchell Marsh. Still a long way behind on the run rate and the score. Sanchi, have you cracked the code?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Finally.
In you go then. Dive in. I think it's Quagadan might be the place to start.
Yeah, there's couple of messages about a watch. Loki, he's saying I would buy a GC watch, but I'm insane, so it's a terrible business idea.
Well, he would buy one if we. Do we have one? Do we have watches? I'm not sure what the answer was. No, apparently we don't. Apparently we don't.
Yeah. He's also said the red soil is clearly winning.
Oh, we have a clock. We do have a clock. We have a Gorilla Cricket clock. And I remember it now. I can see it clearly in my mind's eye. It's a fabulous work of art, really. I mean, if it appeared on the Antiques Roadshow, they'd be turning it over and looking at it and sort of, they'd be talking in the thousands, and we give it away for a ridiculously low price. So
wow.
Have a look at. No, I'm completely making that up. But it is quite a nice looking clock. It's got 2 hands. Yeah. It tells the time. What more would you want for a wall clock?
Actually, and
it's got a picture of Gorilla Cricket on it, of course.
Yeah.
Right, Bishnoi to continue. 6 runs off his first over. He's bowling to the impact sub, who is forward. Again, runs a quick single. So the one thing Himat's done pretty well so far is, he's got 100% strike rate, hasn't he? I.e., single off each ball. He's not going to let the grass grow. He knows he can't afford to. If you can't hit the boundaries, the least you can do is keep the scoreboard moving, and he's been doing that pretty well. Getting Marsh onto strike, who in turn slams this away through mid-wicket. It was a bit short, it popped up, and that's all Mitchell Marsh needed to absolutely muller that away through mid-wicket for one of these. Just sat up and said, "Hit me," didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure. And I think this should be their strategy as well right now. You know, it's not a big total.
Oh, that's a good ball though. That's a good recovery from Bishnoi. Pushed that one through at some pace. He's quick. I mean, he gets plenty of turn, but he tends to fire it in a fair bit. And that one didn't get up. So we've seen ones that have bounced quite extravagantly, but that one really got pushed through with the arm and forced Marsh onto the back foot. No run. And so he repeats the dose. A little bit inside edgy. They're going to have to hurry. The throw comes in. Does hit the stumps, I think, via the gloves of Juve Jarrell. But safely home. Single taken. 61 for 4 is the score. 99 runs needed off 56. That's very doable. But
it is. Yeah, they shouldn't lose more wickets. I would say. You know, that's. It can get tricky, and obviously Mitchell Marsh. And the RR will definitely be aiming at Mitchell Marsh's wicket, because then after this, I don't think there's anyone really, you know, who can stick around. Because it's just a tough wicket. Yeah, Mukul Chaudhary is there, but I still feel it's a tough wicket to sort of, you know.
Bishnoi in. Spears it down leg. That will be a wide, signalled as such. It was about how many miles in an IPL season off in the wrong direction does Ravi Bishnoi run in that run up of his? It's only a few steps, but he seems to be a large part of it spent going completely the wrong way. It's like someone must tell him about 3 paces in to go quick, turn back, and
yeah. I mean, I'm an off spinner myself. I jog like two steps to kind of, you know, release the delivery.
Here he goes. That's that ball that he's been bowled to Marsh. He's just bowled it to Himat as well and forces him to play it pretty quickly off his back foot. Defended into the offside. No run. Good stuff from Ravi Bishnoi. None for 13. No wickets, but he's controlling the score. 1 for 16 he took against CSK. That's outside of off stump. Dab to backward point. There's a man there. No run. 4 for 41 against the Titans. Suderson, Glenn Phillips, Washington Sundar, and Rahul Tatia. That's not at all a bad little quartet to have removed. 2 for 25 against Mumbai Indians. 2 for 32 against RCB, including Kohli and Hardik Pandya. Well, there you go.
He's one of the leading wicket takers this season, Ravi Bishnoi.
And what else did he get? Knight Riders, 1 for 41. So that's probably his least productive and most expensive of spells. 62 for 4 after 11. Sanchi. She's gone.
He's gone.
Okay. That one is pulled by Marsh. Did that bounce?
I think yes, it was
in the slot.
one bounce.
Yeah, it was one bounce for. Away it went. Sanchi's gone to find a watch.
4 on the floor, and one more 4 than the 4 before. That's what 4s are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mitchell Marsh holds the tee for Lucknow.
Jadeja, that's too short as well. And Mitchell Marsh crunches it. Just beat cover. Jadeja's doing a double teapot, but I think it needs to do it. He's as much with himself as the short fielder. The ball seemed to go slightly through.
Yes.
Turned,
Again,
but
that
it was
was
too much width. You can't give Mitchell Marsh that width, can you, Raj?
No.
That's short again. He's dropped his length. It's been pulled. There is, though, Shimron Hetmeyer, the unmistakable figure at deep mid-wicket. They will just take a single there. Again, it was short. Oh, it was a
he's
shocking.
getting his lengths wrong, Jadeja.
Well, we're just looking at that misfield. Some sympathy with the fielder because it was on one of the unused tracks. So I think the bounce possibly wasn't that kind. That forces him out onto the back foot. Again, drops the bat and scampers. That seems to be, Raj, his mission in life at the moment. Get Marsh onto strike. Don't take up balls while you're doing it. And that's pretty much what he's done. Drop the bat, run every time. I think he must be operating under orders as to that's the thing to do. 88 or 50 is what's needed. Edged. There's no slip. Fielded at short third by Nandri Berger, who does it on the dive. Here we saw a very lively spell from him earlier. I mean, it's quite tough being the support act to Jofra Archer, who was getting huge lift and pace and was bowling quite beautifully. But Nandri Berger wasn't far behind him. Jadeja, that's a bit more pace off, slower, forces him out onto the back foot. Guess what? Drop the bat and run. Not quite dropping the bat that time, to be fair. He steers it square towards backward point or towards point, but net result is the same. He takes a single. It's consistent stuff, isn't it, Raj?
Yes, it is. And yeah, Nandri Berger has also been bowling good for Rajasthan Royals. Him and Archer, probably I think they are the best opening bowling pair this season, according to my knowledge.
Well, I think you'd be right. They seem to complement each other very well. Jofra Archer is an interesting case in point because I think the difference with Archer was he was getting loads of lift, and then he's massively dangerous if the bounce is there. If he's just looking for pace on a wicket that doesn't give him lift, not so great, and that's where he can get carted. But because the balls that are dangerous and don't lift. And they just sit up to be hit. But today he was getting plenty of bounce, and that bounce is what makes him so difficult to play. Right, I think we're going to see Brijesh back into the attack, if I'm right. He's going to be bowling to Himat
Singh.
Should tell you a little bit about Himat Singh if I can find out something about him for you.
Yes. So he's a middle order batsman for plays for Delhi.
Bear, can you let Sanchi back in? She dropped out through no fault of her own. I think that's pushed towards mid-wicket. They take a single in the classic Himat playbook.
Yes.
I was just going to find out a bit about him for you, wasn't I? I'll see what I can do.
He plays for Delhi, Himat Singh.
He does.
Yes, he's a middle order batsman.
He hasn't done much for Delhi, mind you. In the side Mushtaq, I'll tell you in a second, that's pulled down to deep mid-wicket. They're going to take a single. Marsh will move on to 45, 76 for 4. 20 11 not out and 18. He seems to be sort of a low order batter who doesn't really bowl much, which you kind of, maybe that explains why his whole role here is just nudge, run, get Marsh onto strike.
I think he bowls off spin, and he was brought on as an impact player in the last match as well, but he just got to face one ball.
That's pulled away by Himat. Again down to deep mid wicket. Jadeja is there. It'll be another single. The score moves on to 77. He was brought ahead of the 2025 season, played 3 games, but didn't get a chance to bat in any of those matches. But he was still retained for this year. So he's played 3, and 3 thanks for coming awards is what he got last year. Didn't bat, didn't bowl in any of the 3 appearances he made.
Even in the last game, he was just asked to bat as an impact player, and 56 runs were required of the last ball, and he just managed to score a single. So not much of an impact.
No. But he's making an impact today, albeit in a fairly understated manner. Brajesh Sharma in. That one is just shoveled off his toes round the corner by Mitchell Marsh. You just sense they need more than the 1s and 2s, but at least those 1s and 2s mean the scoreboard ticks like a Guerrilla Cricket clock that we were talking about earlier. It ticks along. Mitchell Marsh is definitely the one who, when the chance is there, has been able to find the boundary. Hence the strategy of Himat's tip and run and getting Marsh onto strike. 4 off this over. There is Himat, and having said that, he's pulled that, but he's only pulled it again straight to Jadeja at deep mid wicket. Bigger intent, effectively same result. He just hit it harder. Still a single.
Yes, and talking about Brajesh Sharma, I think he started his age group cricket for Jammu and Kashmir, and then he went on to Delhi for better opportunities, but couldn't do anything. And then he goes on to play the Bengal T20 League, where he picks wickets and got scouted by the Rajasthan Royals.
That's short outside off stump. Mitchell Marsh pulls. Guess who? Ravi Jadeja is there again. He's being very busy this over. By my calculation, I think that's either 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 6 that have all gone to him. It's the end of the over. And we can go back to the rediscovered, returned Sanchi Khanna.
Yes.
Well, now you're back. Do you want to read some messages?
Yeah. Did you read any of the recent ones? There have been two couple of new ones. One is asking Clips guy. He's asking, are you all doing the Ireland versus New Zealand Test match?
I don't think, sadly, we are, because from memory, doesn't it clash with one of the England tests as well? I might have to look at my dates of that. That's a horrible ball from Jadeja. It seemed to slip out of his hand. I understand how you're trying to push it wide of Mitchell Marsh's off stump. That was way too wide, and it was a wide. So he straightens it, driven by Marsh, but driven straight to Bishnoi. Extra cover. No, it's not Bishnoi, is it? Not sure who that is. It is Ryan Parag. Yes, it is. Jadeja round the wicket. Now that's a huge shout. Juve Jarrell is convinced, I think. Not so much.
I think impact outside off.
Yeah, I think so. I would go along with that. Parag applauds the bowler, but I think he's going to let the clock tick through. Hang on, are we supposed to have changed here? Have I missed?
Yes.
Yeah, we are. Bear is slow to move. He seems to have... He seemed to start the day with a burst of energy. That's an attempted reverse sweep by Himat, who's trying to get a bit funky. Guess what? When he tries to get a bit funky, it all goes pear-shaped. If he'd have just stepped back and carried on what he was doing, at least he'd have got Marsh back onto strike. Not that time, though. It was horrible. Look at that. He does. Oh, going to be all clever here. Reverse sweep. Nearly gets himself stumped.
There was a stumping chance, yeah.
Nearly got himself stumped. Didn't get a run. Stick to what you were doing well, lad. Bear, what is happening, Bear? Are you going to reappear? Oh, end of the over he's going to appear. There we go. For some reason I have a bonus over. Sanchi has a bonus over. Raj has a bonus over, although Sanchi's on. She's just switching metaphorical seats. This is launched by Himat. Okay, now he wants to show us what he can do, and he has done there, because he's launched that over deep extra cover for a terrific 6. Just gave himself room, free flow of the arms, and one of these.
2, 4, 6.
Beautiful shot, Raj.
Yes, I mean, they need a 6 per over because the required run rate is around close to 12.
72 off 38, 88 for 4 the score.
Yeah.
Himat showing us he can make an impact, but he defends that back to Jadeja. We've seen a reverse sweep, we've seen both sides of him really, an unnecessary reverse sweep. We've seen plenty of push and runs, and we've seen a glorious lofted extra cover drive. That one he just dabs towards point, takes a single. Move, it doesn't, moves the score on. It is the end of the over. The bear's going to appear. Sanchi's going to move seats to, exactly where she is now. Raj, I think, is going to take a break.
I'm done.
It's 89 for 4. The bear has appeared, and I'm going to love you and leave you. It's been fun.
Thanks, Danny.
Cheers, bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Hi, Sanchi.
Hello. Hello again.
Well, this is exactly what we talked about, wasn't it? If they had, what are they off? So 14, 6 overs left and 70 required. It's definitely doable.
Yeah.
They've only lost that one extra wicket since then, which is Poran. They've got a chance here. They've got one more batter left, haven't they, presumably, because... because this is the impact.
Well, it all depends on Mitch Marsh, doesn't it?
Yeah, and him and the other guy, Chowdhury, isn't it? Who's the next man in?
Mukul Chaudhary. Yeah, Chaudhary. He's a good batter, so it's really on him and Mitchell Marsh.
2 a ball, 12 and over. First ball was whacked out to deep mid wicket, and they get a single, bringing Mitch Marsh on strike. He's on 47 off 36 now, and he tries to heave that. Gets a under edge into his pad that goes out to point. They'll get a single. So we could have a close finish, which would be a wonder.
Turn up for the books.
It would be. Well, so it is a low-scoring game. It's clearly not easy to actually score that quickly out there. He's got a weird run-up, hasn't he, Bishnoi? Oh, well, there you go. Himat has been bowled. That's no good for LSG, as he tried to smash that out the ground. I think it dropped on him, really. It was a good ball. Dropped out the sky, beat him in the flight, went on to hit his off stump. It's not really turned, has it? No, it's just skidded on, and he hasn't really got hold of it. So we have to say goodbye to Himat like this.
I won't look back, 'cause by the time that I do, you'll be gone.
And that makes 91 for 5. Really is on Mitch Marsh, isn't it? And Mukul Chowdhury. Either of these two go, and you think that's probably it. But whilst they're there, there's still a chance, and there is only 5.5 overs to go.
If Mitch Marsh stays to the end, they'll win. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's going to have to take some chances still, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he's certainly got the strength to clear the boundary. That's the thing. If he's hit a couple of sweet sixes, just not enough of them. Well, Mukul doesn't have a jingle, so he can have. What number is he coming in at? He's coming in at 7, isn't he? So he can have this one.
Well, how about that? Number 7 coming out to bat.
Short and sweet from Mogg. Bishnoi's run-up is weird, man. He does like a semicircle. Starts straight with a thing, goes out to mid-off, back in, and then like a high jumper at the Olympics almost.
It's almost as if he's deliberately trying to put the batter off.
Well, maybe he is. Maybe that's part of his strategy. He gets worked up to long on for a single. See you later, Tone. What is the time? 20 past 6.
It's 20 past 1.
Wow, yeah.
I'm tired.
It's 20 past 6 here, and I'm tired as well. I can't sleep anymore. That one is played by Marsh square out to the boundary. Should get himself just the single. I fall asleep on the sofa. I wake up. Yesterday it was about 1:30 in the morning. I go to bed. I was up before my wife this morning, who gets up at like 5:45 in the morning.
Well, that's really silly, if I may say so.
Well, it is, but I've got nothing to do, really, but until coming in here. I've got a couple of phone calls to make and this, that and the other. I just can't sleep. If I wake up, but if I wake up, I can't go back to sleep anymore. If I'm lying in bed, I just, the next thing, bing, I'm wide fucking awake. It's just really irritating getting old. Anyway.
Oh, fuck, you're not that old.
Well, I'm old enough. Bishnoi is into Mukul, who his second ball, he's lamped it over wide. Well, cow corner, really. And it's gone all the way up in the air and all the way over the boundary. 552 sixes in 32 games.
Jesus Christ.
It's about 17 or 18 a game. It's quite a lot. 99 for 5 after 15. So 5 overs, 61 runs required. Fraction over 12 and over. And doable, but can't afford to lose any more wickets, really. Well, not until the last over, maybe. As you said, Martian really needs to take him through. He's facing up. He's on 49 of 38 deliveries. And I don't know who is going to bowl. Next, it's Andre Berger is coming back. He's only got one left. He's got 1 for 15 in his 3 so far. That was a googly last ball, and it actually turned right into his arc. Don't know if he saw it or just took a chance, but he certainly got hold of it. Berger in. Oh, Mitch Marsh, has he got enough on that? Oh, he has. His bottom hand seemed to come off the bat there, and it didn't look like he'd actually hit it particularly well, but he's hit it enough, and he's got it over long off. Brings up the 105 for 5, 2 sixes and 2 balls. That'll do them the world of good. And they could finish this off in 3 overs if they go mental.
Well, they could. That'd be nice. I could go to bed.
Yeah. Certainly Mitch Marsh could do it.
Yes.
He's such a big striker of the ball. That's his 50 as well, actually, 55 or 39.
Yeah. It's his first 50 in this IPL.
I always quite like Mitch Marsh, even though I like taking the piss out of him as well. But he seems quite an affable, likeable guy.
He's a very refreshing sort of approach to everything. Yeah.
Berger in and driven by Marsh. Can't beat Cover, who's the only man inside the ring on the offside. In front of the bat, anyway. And there will be no run. Yeah, he completely lost his shape on that shot. That's why I thought he was not going to make it, but he's a strong lad.
Yes.
Justin Langer down there, giving him the clap. In his Crystal Palace shirt. Berger in. Oh, and he's done it again. This time he definitely hasn't got the legs on it. That one is going to be out. It is out. It's caught by Parag, and that could be the match. Mitchell Marsh had to really try and go for it. Berger was quite canny in that one. He threw it up fast, but much wider, and Mitch Marsh had to reach for it, really, and toe-ended it straight up in the air.
Yeah.
And
that
could be the end.
Could indeed.
Let's give it a jingle. Trouble, Sanchi. Trouble.
Yeah, I think that's the match now because I don't think even Mukul Chaudhary alone, I don't think he can kind of chase this down. Looking tough now.
No, it
I
is.
mean, obviously, like, yeah, 55 or 27, it's very doable, but obviously they don't have wickets in hand now.
No, and if Shami's coming in now, then they really don't have a lot left in the hutch, do they? Let's be honest, because the big man is coming in at number 8.
With an average of 3, you're not too nifty. Play against England, you knock off a 50. Mohammed Shami.
Yeah, I mean he can hit a long ball, but the chances are I'll give him 6 balls before he's out, if that, for Mohammed Shami. And this could end.
Well, we have somebody who wants to be part of this spare. Janhad Mahajan says, "Can I also join Guerrilla Cricket? It looks so cool. Sanchi, you did an amazing job. How do I join? Well, why don't you drop a line and see if you can get an audition?"
That's actually my best friend as well.
Ah.
Is it?
Yeah. And she's with me actually, so she's writing all this.
Oh, bring her on the camera then. Come on, do it on.
We'll give her a live audition.
Now she's being shy.
Yeah.
Hi there.
This is her.
Hi.
She's
Welcome
also working with Punjab Kings. She owns their brand basically, like a clothing brand of Punjab Kings.
Official fan merchandise.
Yeah, official fan merchandise.
Wow, cool. Send us some merch for free. You send us some merch, we can get you on the show.
100%. Yeah, like send us the merch for free.
100%.
Yeah. Send it back with Sanchi in a case, and then we can do a deal.
Send it with me. Actually, she's very passionate about cricket herself.
Do you play as well?
No, I don't play.
You don't play? No.
She makes me play sometimes.
Okay.
She's a fielder. She's a fielder. She's a throwdown
fielder.
Oh, okay.
Like she gives me throwdowns, and she's great at that. So if you ever need throwdowns or a fielder, just if you hit a boundary. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you staying at her house?
We've actually booked a hotel in Punjab. There are like a lot of cities in Punjab, so we've chosen one city outside her main home city. So just getting our own time to kind of chill as well.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Does she get to go to all the games as well then, I presume?
Yeah, she attends all the Punjab games, because
Nice.
obviously she's working with them this season. So
Cool.
Well, good
And her team is
franchise to
looking
be with
strong
this
as well.
year.
Yeah, very good franchise to be with this year. Top of the table, looking
exactly. Yeah.
Lots of Australians too, so it's obviously fun.
Yeah. Well, Mohammed Shami is going to face up. He's edged the first one. No, he hasn't. He's mistimed it into the covers, and fortunately it dropped short of the man at cover. It was a slower delivery. It was a slow ball that got Mitch Marsh, and it was thrown up really wide, and he was tempted. It's good bowling, you have to say, from Andre Berger. He's a set man.
Yeah.
And he's thrown up a tempter full wide and a little bit slower. And Mitch Marsh.
And he played that completely away from his body as well. Like he just didn't go towards the ball there.
No, he had to chase it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now, is that
That's how he.
No, it's beaten the outside edge of Shami through to the keeper, and there is no run. I think now Mukul's only answer here is to really actually shit or bust, isn't it? He's got to go for it, try and hit as many sixes as he can before the wicket. Either he loses his wicket or he wins the game, because while Shami can hit the odd ball, you wouldn't fancy him to do too many. Jofra's got an over left. This is the 16th. Jofra bowls one more, that's the 17th. And there's 3 overs left. Bishnoi's got some left, hasn't he? Well, there you go. Told you he can hit 6.
Sure.
Shami picks that up, slams it over cow corner, gets himself a 6.
2, 4, 6.
And 6 off 3. Strike rate 200, just what's required. I think that was the last ball of the over as well.
Right. Lucky Six says in Australia, 43% of males in their 30s are named Mitch. And at least half of them have got mullets.
Yes, more than likely.
Lucky Six says, I honestly hope JL doesn't give him the clap. Oh, that's not very nice. And Randy Kelly says, hello, watching from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome. It's lovely to have a global audience.
Indeed. Well, Randy, how are you feeling about Pooran's form in this IPL? Do you want to see him back in the West Indies side? Do you think he improved if he came back into the international fold? Let us know. 111 for 6 after 16. 4 to go, 49 runs required. Mukul is the only recognised batsman left. Shami has come in at number 8. And Bridges is going to bowl. Presumably they might save Joffa to the 19th. I don't think they really need to. Mukul is going to... Well, out. Well, there you go. That's the match. Done. That was short and it was reasonably quick. It wasn't that quick actually. 133. It looked like it came onto him quite quickly. He was trying to pull it, got himself all in a tangle. It came off up near the splice and just popped up to the cover. He had to cover some ground to get in to actually catch it, and he did. I presume it's Parag. He's been there, seems to be the whole game. Yeah, it's a good bit of fielding, good catch.
Good catch.
Very good catch. He's a good fielder, Parag, even if he didn't bat so well. And another wicket goes, and that probably is it.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says you're out.
111 for 7. Shami is the most recognised batsman in. I don't know who comes out now.
Probably like it's all the bowlers now. Prince Yadav and all those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mayank has come now.
Okay, Mayank Yadav, isn't it? We don't have a jingle for him either. But he's coming in at number 9.
9.
So he can have number 9.
You know the guy coming in, bats at number 9.
Yep.
I love generic
IPL jingles. Mayank Yadav is in. And he's facing up to Bridges. Got a wicket off the first ball of the over. Down the leg side. There's an appeal from behind. But it's a wide. It's one of those. They're not going to review it. No point. Who used a review? I didn't see one being used earlier.
I shall look it up and tell you.
The Royals have used one though. That's guided by Mayank down towards third man. That'd be a single. Shami will be on strike, looking to hit some more sixes, one presumes.
I think he's got that free will now as well, because it's either just kind of trying to hit a 6 now and, you know, getting as close as possible.
Yeah, it's tricky though when you're lower orders. I mean, it's not your job to do this stuff. It's, you know, at the end of the day, the batters have got to do the job that they're employed to do. You can't rely on the tail.
They used a review in the 9th over. Bishnoi was bowling to Pooran.
Oh, well, that's a great delivery. Shami is not going to hit another 6. I told you he wouldn't last 6 balls. He lasted 4. It's a great delivery, though. It's a Yorker angling at leg stump. Bowled it a little bit wider of the crease. Shami, clean bowled, leg stump out the ground. And another one goes, and this could end up real quick. If I were...
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
I think if I were Rajasthan now, I'd probably put Jofra on for the next over just to try and wrap this up.
Yeah.
Use him up.
Yeah.
Just helps with the run rate as well, you know, as soon as they can finish it off.
Well, exactly. I mean, they're fourth in the table. They're in one of the spots. They may not be performing as they'd like, but you know, at the end of the day, if you're up near the top of the table, What I mean, how many?
Yeah, towards the end of the tournament, like net run rate really comes to play. It matters a lot.
Well, it does. You often find there's 4 or 5 teams right in the middle who could all get 2 points and end up on the same. And I mean, this is the thing about T20, and I've always said this. You're going to get 1 or 2 teams who excel. They might excel early, or they might excel late. And sometimes you get teams that excel really early and then fall off, but get themselves in top half. That's usually leads to failure. And then you get the team that excels all the way through, and then you get the team that picks it up right at the end. And then in the middle, you get all those teams who have a win-loss rate close to 50%, isn't it? I mean, it's 2 points either way, and then suddenly run rate really does come into it. Digvesh is the new man. He's coming at number 10. We'll give him a generic jingle shortly. Oh, another attempted Yorker from Brijesh, but he manages to get a bat on it, goes down to the fine leg, and it's a single. He has a jingle for number 10. Goes like this.
By this point, you're left with a bowler. Number 10. Maybe they flatter themselves on a rounder. Certainly do number 10.
Yeah. 2 wickets to get.
Yeah.
3 overs.
LSG look very ordinary, especially on a pitch that's not an easy batting wicket.
No. They look all at sea at the top, don't they? I mean, they were 11 to 3 today. I mean, recovering from 11 to 3 is never going to be easy.
No.
Mayank facing up. Slower ball, big heave. Thinks about a run, gets an outside edge, goes to the man at short third man. And it ends up being a dot ball.
Well, my villain of the day is Rishabh Pant. What was he in for? 2 balls, played 2 dreadful shots.
Well, he faced 4, but 2 were wide, and he was out of his third legitimate ball. Yeah, I mean, it was a head in the air, big swing, no ding, wasn't it? Well, he got a little toe end. I mean, that's how he plays, though. That's what we like about Rishabh Pant. Another attempted hoik into the offside. I think another slower ball, and that's a great over. I think there was just 3 off it, and that was the 17th done. Over to you, Messi.
Well, there's not a lot to talk about on here. I was just wondering if there is any... What's your favourite piece of Gorilla merchandise, Bear?
I still wear my hoodie, my double-sided hoodie, but the problem was we had to change merchandisee halfway through. We used to do it with a great company from England, but then they switched to not being able to do it online, and you had to have an API again and plugged into your website, and I just didn't know how to do that and couldn't pay someone to do it. So then we went with who we are now, which is Bubble, what's the name? Redbubble. But the other one was a lot better because you could...
You're the world's worst salesman, I think.
Okay.
You really need to get John Harvey on side and get some advice about how to market Bear, because all you've done is say how our current one is shit.
No, it's not shit. It's just hard. I mean, the thing is, in the old days, we could have double-sided stuff, but now you can't really do that. And I've got a double-sided hoodie where it's got a gorilla logo on the back and a small gorilla logo on the front, and that's my favourite bit of merch. But you can't get it anymore. In fact, I was wearing it last week whilst I was in here. Jofra is going to bowl the next over, which is wise. First ball off, bounces Digvesh, who does well to kind of keep it down. Although if there had been a deep set, finish third man, it probably would have pouched it quite easily, but he hasn't got anyone there. He's got someone down on the boundary instead, and they'll get a single and he'll get a strike. Mayank will come on. This game is done. I mean, they should just try and get it over and done with as quick as possible, really.
I think the best deliveries to bowl to tail-enders, it's like you should bowl a Yorker. I mean,
yes,
it's most likely they will. If they get a bat to it, it's fine. They'll get a run, but mostly they're gonna miss it. Straight,
full,
Yorker.
Fast, absolutely. Well, that one wasn't straight, full, and fast. In fact, it was kind of length outside off stump, and it was guided down to third man for quite a nice 4 runs. I mean, the batsman doesn't look exactly too happy to be facing Jofra Archer, does he? I mean, he looks like he's about to back away. I would exactly that. I think the Yorker is so underused these days. They try all these other variations that seem to end up going out the park. That's a fantastic catch by the keeper.
What a catch.
Tried it again. My ant was trying to. He obviously knew it was going to be pretty full. He kind of backed away a little bit and tried to guide it down third man again. It was aerial for. No, it was probably only about a foot off the ground, but going quite quick. No, it was straight in the glove. They're going to have a look at it, but it was straight in the glove, and a fantastic catch by the keeper. He's the keeper. Jude Jarrell, isn't it? Well, he's an international keeper.
Jude Jarrell.
Yeah. Is he still keeping for the national side? He is, isn't he?
For the
Well, it'd be
test,
Pan. Well, it'd be Pan or him, wouldn't it? Yeah. But that's a fantastic catch. It was going. He played it off middle stump, to be fair. But that is a brilliant catch.
Ooh. It's a clean catch as well.
Yeah. Very clean catch. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, that's 9, and that's that third wicket for Jofra, or second?
Second, I think.
Yeah.
5 or 5 for Mike you'd have. 119 for 9. This game is nearly over. Last man in, number 11. We'll give him a jingle.
Well, he's a bunny, he just got back, coming in at number 11.
It's Mohsin. He's a lefty. He doesn't have a bat sponsor. He's got 25 runs in his 26-match career. Strike rate of 100, not big enough. Needs to be over 200 now. He's batting inside his crease, deep in his crease, and Jofra's going to come around the wicket. And
He's expecting a fuller length. Like
I would be expecting a Yorker.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really. Kind of length, reasonably full. He backs away, follows him, he defends it out to mid-off, and there's no run. It's just really good reactions from Jarrell. I mean, it never really got more than about 2 feet off the ground, and it was travelling. Good catch. Has Jadeja had some work on his face or something? That one's played back to him. There's no run. His face looks a little bit pudgered. He doesn't look like, or maybe it's his beard. It's got bushier.
Yeah, his beard. It's definitely different.
Yeah, I think that's what it
There's
is.
something that makes him look slightly different. Anyway, Mohsin faced 2 balls, no runs.
Yeah. Even the haircut.
Maybe it's actually the hair. He hasn't got so much. He's had a haircut.
Yeah.
There we go. Full, fast, middle stump, out of the ground. Jofra gets his third, 3 for 20 off 3.5 overs. He's bowling really well at the moment. Lucknow all out for 119. They never really got going. They were 11 for 3 in about 3 overs. Terrible run out for the first wicket. Poran came in at 4, and he got nearly 20, I think, but really didn't look in a lot of good form. Aidan Markram spanned one up in the air. And Rishabh Pant just gave one away, having a slash outside his off stump, and really that was pretty much it. There's a little bit of resistance. Mitch Marsh got a 50, but other than that, it was pretty poor batting by Lucknow. It wasn't an easy pitch to bat. I thought 160 seemed quite low, but good innings from Ravi Jadeja actually at the end as well. Batted for about 6 overs and accelerated at the end to get them to 160. At one point, they looked like they were going to have 140 or so, but they managed to get up to 160, and it proved to be enough.
4 ducks.
Yeah, just poor batting, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any last thoughts, peeps? Well, let's just get out of here.
Well, this is the sort of thing that convinces me that you could just about go to the finals now. It's Lucknow's never going to get into the top 4. Rajasthan Royals will be thereabouts maybe, but God, we got another month before we get close to that. It's going to drive us up the wall.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, you had a 20-team World Cup that had 45 games. You've got a 10-team tournament here that goes for 66, 68 games. It's just too many. And it does drag on. I mean, this is it. I mean, I wouldn't mind if there was another week and a half left and you were getting through to the final stages now. You kind of think it had built. But for me, it just goes on too long. But, hey, they love it in India, do they not?
They do.
So it'll be going on forever. And that's cool. Are we seeing you back in the country next time, Sanchi, or are you still going to be in India? You're still going to be in India, aren't you? We're not actually seeing you anytime soon, are we? No.
No, for sure. I'm very, very close to reserving my accommodation. So I will be back. Like, because obviously I'm getting work. There's like the summer season started. I have to be back as soon as possible.
That's true.
Yeah, just...
Okay, well, we'll see you soon.
Okay,
have fun. Go and have a good night out. And
Thank you
Messi,
so much.
we will see you next week, no doubt. Until then.
Thanks. Ran Daly says, I do hope you find it possible to do more matches. Is at least a match a day possible on every other day? No, we're doing one a week, right?
One a week. I can't do this every day. I really can't. I've got other things to do. So, yeah. And we got a big summer coming up as well. Lots of test matches to do. Which we will...
So we're back for Mumbai Indians against the Sunrisers on the 29th of April.
Which is a week
so
today.
That's a week today.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So thanks all for
There
being
you go.
here. And we will see you next week. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Guerrilla cricket. Whoa, guerrilla. Take charge, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time has come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many